sanity.
Or you ring
Sanity.
Okay.
Sanity.
On Shibu. Refuse nation. All right, young boy.
Medasipi award winner. Yemetie for any for akwabani too far. Now you hearing someone so on for a so a shall say at the free Nigeria said yeah Ghana Black Stars prepare for a double header against Chad and Madagascar way a World Cup qualifiers. No Nigeria the Super Eagles so prepared then now omo and Rwanda and airball na Nigeria omo day one players no airport since Sunday no gym work and omo yeah into players no hit gym na omo numbers no e form enti omo hit gym no and ohe or Kessben so Victor Osimhen or born a game we Friday or Galatasaray ape and Osimu Saturday na or Nigeria enti Sunday training session of course so they want no and ohe or Kessben so enra Juada players no fly from Nigeria omo edu Kigali timer Nigeria team no free omo krom ho akọ Rwanda so ye behwe timer no mo enso prepare e dey free omo krom ho eno na ohoi our Kessben television so na on Friday 4 p.m. Ewo Kigali Rwanda ebe hostu Nigeria na wonu se omo group no A group C no Rwanda and the kind almost 7 points. South Africa at a second, almost 7 points. Benin at a third, fourth, Lesotho. Nigeria about 4 games. Surprisingly, almost every back up only 3 points. And almost now, almost end the year cry. And I do chat to Zimbabwe until Friday. And Nigeria and Rwanda match no a puzzle. What do you say in N'Golo Kante? French national team no man freno I don't think of Zakonya no so echo baby and fruma pa ehye Mali na wouldn't say the parents every Mali and omo two kwan in 1980 echo France 11 years later and omo N'Golo Kante na the parents no Papa no enso efrimu na N'Golo Kante ena akoto fie e Mali baby and efrimu ahye nti fie no ena ada omo ede ne ko ho no nti mam Kessben television no wey aye Mali N'Golo Kante new house wato baby and efrimu ahye no ena okwaronsa ono enso ekohweye Argentina Leo Messi akokopra ye be kan ye say game omo ebo double header especially omo ene eye Brazil game no ni nyina no sa Neymar Messi shoulder and injury nti sa 2 great players no pull out enra and Messi edit statement about say injury onya ye Inter Miami last game boy against Atlanta United nti sa double header man Argentina wontimi ensi akan na nyo no nkwa players entimi emmo Paulo RR Dybala Jr. Giovanni Lo Celso and I feel Gonzalo Montreal webra Lucho Martinez United defender na there we prime po anya na unim say Messi free say omo ede na 10 jersey no Argentina no out of 258 games no wa missing 67 matches emu 48 friendly games na about the national team Argentina without Leo Messi omo abo so many matches wins no 40 na omo a draw 13 and lose 14 enti without Leo Messi no Argentina omo struggle na simpempi omo try na matches no omo enso etimi edin kuno ebeko say wa bra this time Argentina ebebo without Leo Messi omo ene Uruguay and afi omo ene Brazil Fede Valverde and Uruguay national team no enso prepare den and Fede Valverde share media no Real Madrid midfield and that two guys said omo besa omo share Argentina said 2023 omo shomo kambie no omo entimi anti Uruguay national team no prepare ama Fede Valverde ojitumpa say omo share Argentina 2-0 November 2023 no na Ronald Araujo and Darwin Ness able goals no sa performance ni bi na omo behia na omo edi ashe Argentina yanko Portugal national team omo enso prepare for UEFA Nations League quarterfinals omo and Denmark and airball yebisa Nuno Mendes ono aye PSG any Portugal omo a defender yebisa no say eniema kosan enti Portugal omo a training session no and etwagu our Kessben television so Diogo Dalot and Ronaldo omo ye na for party bako nkonja bako jemwa kakra na omo enso eben na Mendes chiremu a when we say made an edition of the UEFA Nations League na Argentina in 20 Portugal in 2019 now so free ho 2020-21 2022-23 season nyina no omo entimi an qualify an co finals afuwe die omo pese omo je cap no biem e de ema Cristiano Ronaldo nti Portugal team nyina eni abre na Brian Reimer a coach Emma Denmark national team also the biggest mistake and for a year and they say omo underestimate Neymar Ronaldo ebetimi aye na UEFA Nations League no why ana a top scorer Cristiano enti mo a mubo na nimtia no afempo ana ni goals no eba with rampant rapidity enti wajiri pass who underestimate Ronaldo and ultimate epane show because Ronaldo still the most important player of Portugal omo and so a national team yanko the three lions England as well NRA day one Thomas Tuchel any players no I prepare for omo and so a Nations League no Harry Redknapp a former a manager at the Tottenham Hotspur na wakasa kakra say Eddie Howe current Newcastle coach now after 70 years odomaji trophy no ono any obia the next coach obeba England no appointment to also the man because ono emanemo e was stropa no ntiase podientia almost England ni bia ho ekofa Thomas Tuchel e by Harry Redknapp e kasai say Eddie how the next England manager mumientie Harry
be the biggest certainty in history. He should have been the biggest certainty now. Whether he'd have left Newcastle at this time, I don't know. But if you were looking for an English manager, no disrespect to Tuchel, when he got it, Eddie should have had the job then, if he wanted it. You know, young English manager doing a great job at Newcastle. You know, yeah, he'd be nailed on for that job, surely.
Yeah, and of course you know him. Do you think he'd rise to that challenge? Is it something he'd take on board?
Yeah, he would do. Yeah, it wouldn't be a problem for him. He's quiet. He don't get carried away when they win. He don't get carried away when they lose.
Air campaign ma Eddie Howe. Enti Harry Redknapp, I don't know. Or see even before Tuchel appointment, no, na Eddie Howe the best person community made in the man. Now so I move all look on what tried the Newcastle a mega trophy. Enti after 18 months Tuchel the contract in Ewa. Omofe Jumano. Emma Eddie Howe question is say Eddie Howe ebetimi aye juma as England omo a national team manager na yanko club issues kakra Luis Enrique a coach Emma PSG na sendie omo form no e was so papa omo na yi Liverpool free mu in the English FA Cup na for the classica about so last Sunday a PSG to Olympic Marseille action by 3 goals to 1 say points gap between the two no 16 clear points or saying omo e form pa na omo ye capable say omo betimi ahye every single opponent bia omo ebehie omo into Champions League no omo ye goal say omo be qualify across the semi-finals na Frank Ribery henna aye Beckenbauer ne cap na omo boy ye de hye na munyam no retired players footballers nko and e ba ye hu Ajax ye hu Bayern Munich ye hu Dortmund ye hu Real Madrid na enra Frank Ribery kasai after say Bayern Munich omo team no eje Beckenbauer tournament no and ye be say say oh Michael Olise say and I say Olise a very very good player na enye easy so obe free a different league England about Germany na wabe settle so easily na yet was to be saying say ojidi pass obey the next Ribery na and I say I hope so no and some Frank Bilal Ribery and so Eddie Atuja what him say Luka Modric I can for 40 years now so on the Madrid 18 komo say obeso retire Madrid obeso bo a year World Cup next year Emma Croatia national team no and until the contract no omo extend 1 more year now after 2026 World Cup no retire from football both international and then club level into Madugu so omo ene Lukita Modric so edi komo ekowa some dey afeba ko kan the contract ne ho a ni kwan say ayo obia enwanwa Mbappe say wate Luis Enrique ekokan ye say without him no PSG better offensively and defensively also no wate nanso oye focused e won the current club Real Madrid ho obetwin I will say PSG the former club no the very best of luck nenkofo bisa say ohun na sa air calafia for the president that no obechia na so onche no say adenti ana menchia no of course me share me former president na but the nsabato nsayem na matimi ache ne die nti na ye obi say ono Mbappe ohun PSG na sa El Khelafi president na ono enso entimi enchia no Barca monitor Alexander Isak Newcastle Sweden ni no striker no na yet say Newcastle for pedesa otona something around 100 million pounds. Arsenal for enso ewa chire e monitor na so 100 no ama Barca for nsa engine because omoni sika Arsenal for so e monitor enema closely. Mark Andre ter Stegen Barca goalkeeper we pra obese oye de koto a last year no se opra ye nanso otimi fit ebeda the finals UEFA Champions League against Dortmund. Obeso no so bi se go se Barca ebo finals of the Champions League afo year said the quarter last year no on Mark Andre ter Stegen be available na Champions League final no ono enso etimi ada we eso ane yegina na ya dan ho aba ye ko ba Heba Hospital ya ko form nkra so ka kra bi sima ye ba pe ye the more from the foreign front ebeto asomeni wa fide nim free ha
Cratchy unemu bua unkohwe Dr. Ban wo ye den wa ha unye no mpem ya de no wanko Dr. Ban gin se be
Laka.
onu pede ni do do huda do pem be wagudo empem.
Hey, bye-bye. This happened. What?
So good afternoon, sir. This is my father. We come from Nigeria, and he has issue with the leg.
The leg broke.
We don't know.
No, it broke. Ow! Me, I'm a specialist about bones. I will deliver you now. Then you go to Nigeria back.
Cratchy unemu bua unkohwe Dr. Ban wo ye den wa ha unye no mpem ya de no wanko Dr. Ban gin se be fa onu pede ni dompe na do huda do pem be wagudo empem wotimi hwehwe do mpem santi ni do mpem wa be bo nsem ose ya de bebe de nyuma paso so ani nyame kra na meka o no mpem nim de ono na ye expect nya zanfo no o akra any kumasi no mpem expect yen kan kireo.
Yes, sir. What are you doing? Specializing when it comes to bone issues. What in Pefi say? You are not specialized in bone healing. Hey, Spino, I didn't want to someone called Dr. Bango. Then this guy's got one of me. Oh, but you know, look, you know, say Dr. Ban is the best when it comes to bone issues. Well, Doctor, please, you came to look for Dr. Ban, isn't it? This is not the right place.
Well, he brought us here.
Listen to me. I am taking you to Dr. Ban.
But I have a ban Heba Hospital. Now, no question say you be a few three so busy when I say. You shame your wedding in 2 I say. Mammy, dear, and I'm over Bumway and the Ukutapuma, who sees ya chia. You go to J, when I'm on you, crack. Man, ya wo can say, Papa, ya wo can say, you go to J and no one be coming. Bow wa, yen tenacima go to J, a mubi. Bow wa go to J, you be 2 I say, I'm a Niger, a year pay. It is ready, I won't sign any ye. When it does win in answer, the woman I can't say. Mr. Wako Bobo and answer one of Wama, Taisa, Power, name will be say pain. Branaya de Yenche, yet I have been taken a better so. Yanko Padum, I find a better so. And Cassini Numpina, etitina, a hard draining in armor. Yanko Paduni in a better what I'm a Numpini in eye. Come on.
Papa. Papa is working. No, don't hold it. Papa is working.
Bar Herbal Hospital. Specialists in every kind of bone disease. Spinal cord, swelling of the arms, arthritis, bone injury, swelling of the leg, with reddish color around it, and so on.
A dear Natty war, a dear Nama war, a dear Nama will need us wasa, Bawa, and the Dash war, Buy a Wakra, was Spinters Road 18 Johnson, Kumasi, you were a Tonsua, government hospital anymore. Your numbers in a Guasi Freya, a dear be a chill one general, you will be a titty piano. You bet woman, you're running in a see two. Among could be dear every pay. Mammy, and found only by beer with free by papa. no kwasam say ene wiase afa na nyina ni Nigeria ne Ghana ha eni ba bi obi a wona bi fra brochire bi fri hen eba ba so yeye enti ba bi a wo no panifo se adedie kwan nwa ba bi a wo bia fo woni kire ba ya so yeye ha na wo ba ya so yeye ha sebio nya fe ne kwabrane ba betwe wo nan ne tenten bia maame papa ye de ahaban keke ena nyankopon adom ye de beto so na numpene nkasa ni ba bi a cheche bia na ahaban betene ni nyina kama ba achamfo ba yarwena bechale
Ban Herbal Clinic. Fifi ye chira kwan wo Kumasi. Atonso Agogo Hospital.
Achamfo ba yade nyina ebedwane Ban Herbal Krato ana ekoje no nti koso na friend numbers no na efesika ketwa bi ekoje wayarisa yenko the English Premier League. Gary Neville Man United omo great oyamo former defender na ochiremu Arsenal for decision back a omo yam from so ho pa and say January no ni bie no omo ankwanko sign a striker say hanto omo pa Premier League way senka Arsenal for sign a striker in January anka by nanka league no enkomo ananka edge na Bukayo Saka wopura na nso ne ho to no enkosi say Madrid any Arsenal for bebo de na ne ho atimi atono ya fit na osi akan in the Champions League against Real Madrid Football Club. Liverpool epe a ringer na Leroy Sani Bayern Munich pass as a Sani no onye very happy war Bayern Munich on also Premier League no and I'm so about Eddie Amasiti obe adapt quickly and unti Liverpool for enya Leroy Sani mo Solomon Ekwe obetimi abe replace no na Liverpool so yet say Darwin Núñez ebeko at the end of the season on Kanaka General Nanka Oko Liverpool enya replacement bia anunti anon stay here na enyo ono nkwa Luis Diaz yabeka say ono so akan yes to Barca enti next year there Liverpool betimi alusu about 5 senior players including Mo Salah, Trent and then Van Dijk and Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez so abeka ho Robbie Fowler akasa edi afa Mo Salah any players are yet so betimi every Liverpool one say players next year and kaye now so Liverpool big so be kwa den obi ebeba club every Liverpool no the best manager in the world and mo hwe niema and a slot mo mientie Robbie Fowler.
The same situation last year with Jurgen. You know, Jurgen was going and he was the best manager in the world, and then all of a sudden a new manager comes in and the club are achieving this great thing again this year. So there's always a little bit of brightness at the end of that dark tunnel, and as much as these players, where did he stay, where did he go, we don't know. We all want them to stay, of course, as supporters, and what will be, but what I will say is whoever comes, whoever goes, that's the nature of football. But whatever or whoever is there next year, they're getting my full support.
Can I just get one on Mohamed Salah, just whether he stays?
And Soja can play players or me very integral Liverpool say club wabra now the best manager in the world what feel Liverpool then a replacement and then when we an assolute Juma Obo, Trent, Van Dijk, Salah Mokwa, another player almost with me Asta put in omo ebebo Juma pa when Rooney former Man United any England player and a bought Newcastle but say after 70 years I'm actually Liverpool show with 2-1 and J Carabao Cup final no trophy no esio monaso Rooney ekasai.
He's waited a long time for that as they all have, and you can see how passionate, and obviously speaking with Alan, with working with him, you know how passionate he is on Newcastle winning games of football, winning trophies. But I'm delighted for the fans. I think Newcastle fans have traditionally the great up and down the country following the team. Even when not so long ago, they're down in the Championship, they're still there, the thousands following the team, and they've gradually been getting there, and today was a massive day, and they deserve it. I think
Man United, yes, next year, I'm generating enough fans. I'm sika about club na emuye de. I don't take it no. Mambeto season take it no. Say so I'm betumu kakra. Manchester United echo level na omo wo no sika any club ni mu oma link of bebre off nti omo ebe to take it price ni mu kakra say the United ebe nya enough fans na fi market no omo etimi akope players ahodo enso about Chelsea omo ebe hwe striking role no onu say anyone in Kuku any Jackson still on the problem ewa attack Chelsea and Shego said omo penti window no ebia Chelsea concentration ebe attack omo enya out and out striker bia oye establish Chelsea omo ebe fan pa Godfather Odaroma kwafo close nsem no we eso an na yegina na yede asi
okay yegina so na yede asi adan ye ho kakra bi aba mepamcho yeko na okay Kessben television Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra mo messages no enso ba na eba Benjamin Asare has to start ahead of Atizigi the also the abreye anapay eno mpamcho why na this message enso eba Stonzy ana Stonezi 1 all right Stonzy 1 message amisa aka every ho enso eno no BB anyway free koforidua enaba Messi has really hurt us by pulling out of the Argentina squad mode ba na mode mudin aka ho enso abreye Makeup Balm of Gilead na mene Dr. Idmonatha akodi enkomo kakra yaba na fe yebibi foreign stories no mu amamo doc etisay yele nyankopon asepa nyankopon adom bibia kama pa all right BOG kofa by ejasa oba betra ha no be din komo
Yo, and dear mamma, the friend pan and no pen or dear mommy, Ejata.
Yes, I don't know.
Wow,
after the Eja and then in the copa. All right. Yo, main tea wedding at the brand boy.
You said no, me that say, the kind of yet the Yamias say, when we are mobile, nano pain so, or the young quan at Yama. Ya hwefo ne yetiefo nyina so good morning BM at the bar if you can see so with this astute program anope enkoma yebede no efa vinegar ho ene the BOG clinic for yetimi eye na before that no vinegar no a product nyankopon adom abadwa so ema nipa dodo na agiatum eno ntene mesre pa se wo Ghana ha pa na wo Kumasi wo Accra wo Takrade wo Koforidua wo Eastern region in terms of Koforidua ne mpatam ne enkoko mamo konongo mamo efijase mamo ejuso mamo oboase mamo bekwai doma hinkro brekum sunwane techimai na yobura Takrade ene Kumasi hadia na I am humbly telling you say BOG na so bi enya bi sa woko Accra baby a obenya ne doso po no etu bi aton ana se wafa bi na wanso walisu eye asida towers for no mo Kessben FM ho na Kessben FM Kessben TV ho no mo circle okọ ho a bebre ho sizes ni nyina ho your 500 ml your 1 liter your 5 liters a gallon no in fact obetimenya bi mo Kumasi anso a ye de asem de ba franka isi switcher yen say baby a wo Kumasi e bia no baby a wo Kumasi e bia no efri chineko wo de frey nipa no be pick wa asida house wa no de abrel ha obedu delivery kitwe bi
okay
delivery kitwe bi baby a wo within the premises of Kumasi wo de frey a eno ane se nipa no o wasida house wa na wama omo akan de wo so omo nsaka baby a wo office wo he bia wa ye busy o pese obetobi be won pon no time a wa be ba no ni hu ni se bia ya pon me pa cho asem de wo ne say efri na me bo cheneko baby a wo bia no wo Kumasi an mo se wo de frey ye be ma won saka bi se wo ebu akwa se wo kwada so se wo santase se wo offense kwanso se wo hemfa wo de me pa cho efri chineko ye de niam gu akwan mu baby a wo bia no nipa no de bebro no waju delivery kitwe bi ama bibia aye fine pa na ade ba ko a say do ahombrasiemu before say me bobo number no me pese me kafa vinegar no say vinegar no enye dru eye food product enti say ne de bia me kan wako hospital ne bia woda wonno so say can say orthodox drugs and I say herbal drugs and I say no ben wode no wadru ha nafa bi o jene nso gunsuom na wode nom okoto enuaba atosode enam de bia me ka se enuane na ye diko ni peduanim na achi ni peduane de we atio recently ya na kai bia asay esi the cabin hopper with kotudu na esiwo for more than 5 days na one snapper bosso me se nam we ya kore serious oh and I have seen say enuane ne nso bi o esigata baby a gates wo kube kura na ye ton a na kube no esigata wo be say once na etu na esisi mesremo moto nuane a me ye nrase endi fa bi wo horo ho wo di bi wo horo ho a sabi ene me kofa how bebre eba no enye ne dodo no kura na kan enye ni nyina kura ne bi ebeyi the highest percentage efre ho enti esremo montobi monfa ho mo vegetables ne mo nuane ho enti wo bu bigu ni nsuo mo a nsuo a ne dodo no be say 2 to 3 liters depending on ne ma no dodo no wo bu ni vinegar ni tini be say miensa edi egum usokuom for be 15 minutes wia na afide wo de aye waduane na afide wadi enso a wo nom 500 ml no eye 1 sachet and as bottle water ketwa no no bu vinegar no ni tini baako edi egum on udi gum wia na de aka ne se obeden obenom se nipa ne ye ba time and as wo ya bofra sebi on start enidi ya me pacho wo fabia enyeyi enunti apart from that so ya kokra so ye hwan BOG vinegar enye ayarefo dru me pacho because enye dru eye food product me say de bia no pa me di kan bo me vitamin C with me BOG anopa na ansa na makudware me dware wi a afide why feel so ye biegu flags mama me na se me namo a na me born nkakra enunti me srepa so sisi a na me twem me twem ansa na me bada ho no na the way am nante no me twem kweka me ba na me samuate ne blibli ne baba say hey doctor na so we are smart sa na me say BOG and aroma so what I say and number ne 0240 51 21 71 0240 51 2171 and I said 0539 86 38 0539 86 38 dear ma manage kra ne arrangement ayaye efri ochina nyamembo a eko baby a wo komase bia me patro frey ye be ma won sa kami so wo ehim fanso a ebia wo baby a won ya mobodin bi ogini bi no nipa be ba be fa e wa sida house ha no akwa send e dia ma abra wo tua delivery fee na car na e de bre wo kuro mu ho no no ebeje no na wo de abasejo baby a ye do de e more education than medication sejo ye fa krom ha your defense minister e wa ha your interior minister ewaha medical kasafa how you will be able to understand about the container and content of what the container ana ma go ahead aka say content woni pedue ni mo no ana a chere about the sustainability of what the body na container no sejo enche na covid ebaye ni use sanitizer kama na you use soap and the yensa with running water and only external protection aye then ye building internal no a defense na ye bono abonten so yo na nkofo no so bolo na mo fa zinc na bi fa vitamin C any nyama bebre koni pedun e basa interior defense no mo ye den omo bo se ne be ya aboa na oye virus na oye covid-19 no ontimi invade na so ombonwura ni pedua ni enkofa ehawoma sejo won se nkofo vaccine omo wo no ebia hepatitis and say any of the vaccine introduce antibodies ekoni pedua ni se na be ya antigen a bit my bacteria a bit my virus a bit my prawns a bit my worms a bit my fungi no so omo ba obetimi ayeden abo omo get away ako say yo ade ba ko e wo se hu ne say ne pedua no de wodi na ka ne pedua no enti obi ho a wa complain treat typhoid that che every month we treat typhoid we treat malaria che every month biano to say offer those anti-malaria product every month biano to say offer peptic ulcer in fact refraining na ekoso so tie me o hwe me na one no for this infectious diseases ya make ya eno nim kwa anya enough build the external support build the internal support ma wo mantem wo na wo no baby a wo to waduane di na wa wo do sika koto aduane di no make sure say baby aduane ni se e correct make sure say aduane na o to na ukodi no e project enu ntina me say so wo ba balm of Gilead clinic na wo peptic ulcer or typhoid or malaria ye betu ase e ma bim to the glory of God. And into my mood team and Ebiawa Buchiri or Ghana ha or Himfa. So oh baby a quine impona win to me ma or the send more medical report. Medical report in Kanwa, young we are in said Joe, the money yet then say yet the product over far Iroko air one of the powerful plant a antimicrobial effect sabi product via abapa every adjust 2 months ago e bobon ko for mo issues no mesho Oba balm of Gilead me kasa with boldness and confidence because me say mature lifestyle protocols now follow near amount medication na supplement no na wodidi na rest kakra ya rent me enu so control enu ntene ya the cabin ho ye ne Eida hotel annex any opposite oba takra den so a ye wo anaji ye to anaji choice mart no eso ana akra so baby ba ko pe ene ye wo West Legon. And to make sure say obe friend numbers na was screen so no obe friend numbers na mebe bobono now about balm of Gilead clinic. Ya rebia aha from head to toe. Wabeye experimental person for experiment na ye so time be a referral na wonu mu no no so twa obo say or high cholesterol be no mu no sa onko checking kidney na when you see the chronic kidney disease or diabetes or blood pressure experiment na mama on kwan na wan kasa don ho ye mesro balm of Gilead o ba bibia be fan be wo ba no de be chiro no uni so dia mema because medical can pimpin say enya duru ni tu yare ase lifestyle no account numbers ni 0240 51 21 71 0240 51 71 and I said 0539 86 38 0539 86 38 some friend na mesia baby am bia no ye bejumo so na mon kan hu say e fridge na nya me bo e kono bi origin vinegar no baby a wo kumase ye bia eni gisama ba ye de be brew de tena ofie men ha ho ma ha yenia ye de vinegar no e bi fras da house one my day e de brew na bibia say jo edo woti ofie na ye de vinegar no e brew
eno an so for phone
ofre
na o ka dudu a opa onkata wani ntino na
edu fie ho no nipa no so ba wo hye wo label atade ana say can say outfit a chese ofri origin place na eba
yes nti umpe we na opa de ben osi enye eduro eye food product
yes
nti odi enom na obia ne sede ne de ne city yes ebia wo de na ebeji obi bi so obi de no so ade foforo bi ene be ye free ho nti wo de nom na bia osiso mamon kase eyeduro eye food product na food product eye nwanwa so papa pamcho menyi hu free wo de sohwe wo de to na ba kokra to na sohwe wankasa be di dance pamcho enyi hu free ne bo no so da form fofo
vinegar full power Ghana ha no
yes I don't know ne bo da form
vinegar eye adwuma eye potent full pa esa ayebiroje
na efu nso nti obia betimi atobi ka ho betobi na Mr. Sorry. Gallon no 300 cedis. Oto ere keto ba ko beka ho. Sanso na 1 liter no 75 cedis. Afi 500 ml no 40 cedis.
Yes. Obi no complain so koto on pharmacy the man 8 and 9 show. And only the pharmacy the omo man hye. And into the ompe bibia free. Nipa be pick us that house wa. No the abro feel simple.
So pa. Ka ho na unsu nya bi na manfo edi adanse P. Doc, Mr. C numbers no should be on 0240 51 21 71
and I said
0539 86 38
Omo friend na mesia omo trust say ebe kan won sa ofi.
All right. Yes. Yeah, but that's it. BOG vinegar Dr. Edmonasa. And I didn't check me abraye obia metobi na bedi ho dance Kessben television Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra afei ne ba behwe eye stories no emu kakra na fe ba bontin komo enem bedi ye eno so betie kakra ye call legends no ho ensemben na omo ne ekan. Good morning, please don't you think the day are you must be called to the Black Stars. Alexis, Efri, Kaneshi, Ena Abba Kayensa, Ene Anopei, Ba Neba, Julian Caesar, Medodiano, and so Ebeba later. Says them the players Nino, Obia, Economem, qualifiers a hodo, and Becoso Nafe club issues, Kakra, and so and the game, say ye.
What you know?
You don't go for a sipa. You are my question. I can be busa, but you have fun time. In between the question, you busa. All right. Na
personal.
Oh, and said on your personal. On your personal. Later, I will come home. Don't worry. Now, only KA and I'm DJ KA.
Yeah.
Not to say.
He's a good boy.
Okay.
A good boy.
Okay.
It has not mean only in a bad side.
Okay.
On your sanctimonious.
Okay. Yes.
On your sanctimonious.
So be anywhere, yes, sir.
Or on the other side of it. But
I know it's dangerous.
There you go. Only one that is dangerous. Oh, we are dangerous when you're a good boy.
No, on the other side in America. Okay. The other side. Okay.
Mama yes many obedi na toto na huni.
Me ni na ruasha ya de bia e hu say Mondays best 7 or 8 bema.
There is an so about.
No me but there be and so about na after 9.
And another time ni your
program here 2:00. 7 na kwa wit ya.
When na obedi ade nti no ba.
Okay, ore na ro baba, ore yento aso. Yemko.
Much Jesse.
Oh, but so near she aduane Monday yes.
Give no comedy Monday. And obey groba e omo de agunu so, omo de agunu so of more there. Na opede wa.
Monday, obey aduane special pa. Ore yonko later emeka ho asana se we dey.
No, same way the old question.
Because now I feel we
I'm making it doc na chin again.
DJK.
Say any pain for you fear. So some bobo basa na say I ready.
Yeah, so no yeah.
Some beba. Go fast my brain.
DJK.
Some new start the program 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And up 8. No drea. Na em say enkra na so ahwe we say Monday spena Saturday ni si.
Is here.
Basu aduane a
yahye
amado enu abaku na hu pedua
obesu abi wa ba ene mo a ene ono a
Mondays ase
obesu aduane bi mu baku pedua na
the
Samo
ene ono a
ene nkruma
I didn't have Tuesday and Monday na
every Monday
and I want to see and Thursday.
Anopa.
Okay.
8 a.m. no.
And what are you suspecting?
I don't know.
What's that program? Anopa 8. Oh, but no kite aduane a utimi say.
You see aduane we na the one dey buy.
You see the bia kra gini say Monday go.
It happens only on Mondays.
O dey hwehwe sem no.
It's Sunday no koda hi.
Ya ka kire no. They didn't pay for what you remember. Eddie, semi bear.
No, Bobby, to one answer.
We are Temple Uncle. You 2 4 went here near the bar.
Ya can't out. Eddie, I went to
you know,
yes, you mentioned him first.
Okay, One Mary Manchester United they are in the market for strikers. Now clearly, if you look at the Premier League into perspective, next season, I don't think it is only United alone that will be looking for a striker. I think Arsenal, Chelsea, even Liverpool, so that we know as a choir. I would love to talk about that. Okay. Paul Mason a defending Christopher Nkuku. Meaning in Adrian with defense, not the amount Nkuku no. Nkuku there's a Franco Nakana same say. He's extremely overhyped. He's a good player, but yet
a good player. Average player. Chelsea, Chelsea players are both Chelsea. Nkuku is average.
Okay, Matthias. Until Mecca and Nkuku was kakra. And then it looks as if there's story at that France and they said PSG Jai or Mujama Mbappe ko and Omoyadie because they are playing well without him. I would love to talk about these three stories. May link with other league and then other stories to be free major leagues in the Bidiaba.
Paul Scholes claims Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Manchester owners are begging for financing to build new £2 billion stadium, as club legend warns fans not to be gullible. Fans including Sir Franco Naro. Mamonya gullible. Na all patch of riska and no man to say the muhuno. Ndi yakwaba na ehun samso. Say oboso ka hu bia what me dey aba. Ye nyina so ye twa Man City anameboa. 115 charges, you know. Yes. You are trained into and also and no, but almost a journalist. Mamum pray and yet judgmental. No mum penny for number. Now the most of Cabiano. A dozen and the Yenshase. Papa,
you know, Manchester United are lining up 4 strikers. Omo can who go Etikite of Frankfurt, and Omo can Benjamin Sesko of RB Leipzig, and Omo Victor Osimhen, and then Benjamin says could see the Midi Kankai. We money strikers and then Victor Jokeres of Sporting Lisbon. We money strikers are Man United air share anymore. No currently say any United in one here striker. I'll come to talk about the United Adio Mopes or Moyem. But also shame within the Premier League. That's also Man City at Yashi. As na full baby and will be expected on Bidu no man. Not Chelsea, so I be see Basadia. Not just wash areas, I also settings in our strengthen. Na so fast nala. The David Roy the amono, among cast or more kakushe go keep a bien. So William Saliba ni Gabriela. You know, Uncle Shebe Bia. And a waka so quack of any of these players. So the center back eba. So Thomas Tepa they are likely to replace him because Andre Beta lining up 2 players in midfield. Pablo Barrios of Atletico Madrid and then Bruno Guimaraes of Newcastle United for the replacement of Thomas Partey. Say Ekobas and Arsenal for man a new contractor. But one area, Opia only say Arsenal for you be or a striking position. So show money muwa. Ofa Bukayo Saka or 5 goals. Ofa Gabriel Martinelli or 4 goals. Opa Bekfaka Habesa, you know. On also 9 goals. Na no krene say we were striker na 9 goals no de mawa. O league ji ya ho beyedin. Nti e chese Arsenal for nya striker. So ko bobo e friend Chelsea mu a. Na omo so ani mu wa hwe. So ofa Nicola Jasna or 9 goals. So ofa ko Palma ogina na chi or 14 goals. No di Maduke or 7 goals. So ofa Pedro Neto ni Jadon Sancho mabom kra dey on we still time to discuss about that. The Cheney say, so person Gilik now strike a man 9 goals a season. I'll bet bread and some what team Gilik no. Because you need strikers or forwards or more multiple numbers. A dear Ellen Holland by or the Manchester City and no be no here no anymore. In Chelsea here goalkeeper here central defenders and here strikers. But one area so will play and also a key or a predator inside the box, no a clinical. Umbeto a number 9 no. Into Chelsea so here number 9. So Manchester United and when I'm commoning in our you know there's no need to go back and discard the strikers on my body among Manchester United.
but so see na oba be hwe United animu ho a emrantie na omde omagina ho no so fa Garnacho or 4 goals so fa Joshua Zexia or 3 goals so also kwa fa Rasmus Holland or also 3 goals enti emrantie we miensa no genua so ko mo bom a 10 goals no ma de ama Manchester United Bruno Fernandes so timibo central midfield timibo attack no ono ne kura goals e do so che omo. And you are talking about players I will come game time in Aboma or map of 4,324 minutes in Garnacho, Zexi, and Rasmus Holland. Sergio, so strike amount 3 goals a season. O better position now Manchester United dana. So second strike amount 3 goals a season. O better position now Man United dana. Until the chairman say United phone here number 9 ewe ni mo. Until we players no mabobona. So far who go etikita, I don't think it's a United standard of a number 9. No. So man you 4 per striker, Papa Bia Babi anymore. Who go etikita, he's not different from Joshua Zexi. Into when you play also United do money come. Now Victor Gyökeres said about to score 40 goals a season. He's a potential. I'll bet him a free Portugal, baby. And we've seen Portuguese players, and I say players are in the Portuguese league because Victor Gyökeres is Swedish. Premier League my baba yadie into no dear the 40 goals speak for itself. So oh funny the naba you know he's okay. So far Benjamin Sesko, one of the consistent scorers in Europe. On also the neighbor while mama starting on Vito Simelechia, you are good to go. And he's capable of playing ahead of Kai Havertz, capable of playing ahead of Abranti your friend Nicola Jackson. And when we said this season one starting but going forward, you know. Coach your friend Marco Rose account no any Luis Openda bamu anymore and or Javi Simon said you know much. It is says so also the neighbor per dia 1 year consistently 10 goals now this season. He almost one started season he is okay for any of the teams now on copper striker. Vito Osimhen needs no identity. Europe international everywhere every platform he is proving. Oko take ya oko bodjuma ho. Inti Genoa. So we United nene sikasem na eden na sa wo nya Vito Osimhen na sa wo de Benjamin Sesko bia bonachia you are good to go, you are ready to compete. No central midfielder ba akwa ba be kan finfin you are good to go. You don't have to rely on Rasmus Holland. On crowd the Napoli for so omunya na omope and I hope Sir Franco will discard that story. Inti strikers na Man United e pe no apart from who go a ticket and Genoa United players no omudo mu free Bundesliga ba no so omunya to was e no mo hwe omudo ba performance say the city fa Henrik Mkhitaryan ekosi say fa Shingi Kagawa ekosi say fa Jadon Sancho ekosi say we are talking about Mazraoui and Matthias de Ligt. Mazraoui is okay, de Ligt is okay, probably player obeka something free Germany buy ya obeka so team boy United obi aka no ye Owen Hargreaves but no call English Bastian Schweinsteiger for all his exploits e buy na anye ye nti again. These are players who are very good and a potential to live up. But so san de omo ba, no one san hwe background no free bad so omo ba ebe ya. Christopher Nkunku ebo boko e friend Chelsea, you know. No be him say senka Chelsea eja obi a kwan dia. He is going to be the new face of the Chelsea team. Because a former German Bundesliga player of the year. So also the need ha. Now for no Dimaduke. Also for Pedro Neto. Oh, fa Mudrik. Oh, fa Cole Palmer. Oh, fa Nicola Jackson. Emrantie no mo twa ne ho ahia ni nyina nko bi aduru no. Ball of born wo PH no. Wantimi e na omo je ni mo de call Germany. Enti no opie nim say whoever will build the Chelsea team will build everything around this ball. In a preseason, coach Ayefene Pochettino started a 4-2-3-1 with the whole now. Now Gina Nicola Jackson achieve preseason no. On any player out of the Coco Shame, Senka almost as an auxiliary and farmer a Chelsea team. Edoko Pride. The season they started another branch in no. Oba no, or rotating between the right, the left, and sometimes behind. Now she could palm a Juma or Bona. A young in so Becca said, Nkuku emeboho na Kopama and right. Again, or you play Otimibo from the left side. Sometimes you lead line out Timility. You must be ready consent, say. Coach your friend Enzo Maresca and ye fair to Abrantia your friend Christopher Nkuku. Because Nicola Jackson born now born untimembo. And to the Chelsea fans who are saying that, oh, Jackson you and until a muntimemon, Jackson before our baby prano. 8 games of boy in an untimi go. And some of us raise concern say, so Nkuku or international player or a player for France at the hot there. Give him the chance to play because in the Conference League he was performing. And I did not raise our concern. And the Christopher Nkuku, he had never born number 9 in one TV. 10 what you could pama jabos into whole nyambo. And even at Leipzig. So we had you man and Forsberg. Now Nkuku best position was to operate from the left. In a 4-2-2-2 setup, I don't know. And then they didn't cook Kobe in Kuma Faso. Eddie Pedro Neto and the Kokobo Force 9. Still, and working for Christopher Nkuku. Now, I can barely say a waste of money at Chelsea at Wogu. Got 52 million pounds. No, commonly got 5 striker, Papa and Kobemba goes. And Paul Mason is saying that Nkuku is a number 10. He's not enjoying that position. It is the reason why he's not performing. Maybe Paul Mason will be adding Nkuku as some okay. Born now, he need to back up. January Caso or Bayern Munich. The question I ask myself, they say, Abranti Bayern Munich or Preso Bekono Kwakobo. Because almost see a team on Champions League or demanding so much. Results. So if you are struggling at Chelsea who are not playing the Champions League for minutes, not against exceptional materials, no they madu ekede Pedro no tenu Jadon Sancho mu na member. Then Germany for no almost abo national team no masaje Bayern about no. Why not be replaced no? It will be difficult. And Bayern for realize they say sika dan so say Franco ka who is can not there be na call your body Chelsea go be ntua. And exactly the opportunity at Chelsea they want you know for me he's here to live up. He's supposed to be the player or better take Chelsea Francado no they are born home they are more be no. But unfortunately he's struggling with ordinary players are no be new or money so move it about Chelsea. So for me it is not about position but it is about performance. He need to back up because this kind of performance you know Chelsea will not entertain it. Okay. Lastly, Kylian Mbappe moved from Paris Saint-Germain about team I friend Real Madrid. In the previous season, Omuja name acquire Lionel Messi echo AMLS and a name acquire Saudi Arabia. Almost started with Champions League. Omo boy to the same is an OBN Safudi and Kabefa Eddie Ama PSG and a Borussia Dortmund. A year omu free. And a Dortmund they were both finals. A be lose to Real Madrid. Mbappe more debono so any in the Champions League and French League One as usual. City in a very no and Mbappe say or call Real Madrid akwa kusi akan and a general buy. Now after Mbappe exit, so check Paris Saint-Germain more debo in the French League One. Out of the 26 games on my bon, on my win 21 and on my draw 5. Obian team Luis Enrique Martinez to do to team no in the French League One this season. In the Champions League, game omulusu at home to Liverpool no. Omo team ya ba Anfield abe Liverpool frame. Na o hwe fight a omo be putu ne up in Anfield na. Madrid ni AC Milan ni Manchester United mo, any Chelsea mo, any Bayern Munich mo na wo obo prime. Omo team fight sa battle no in the Champions League. Inti really no. Obia can believe, Obia can confidence, Obia can the quality and talented materials Luis Enrique Asambono said the technical midfielders not Liverpool midfielders reach Omubutum. And one actually Liverpool midfield no. So almost technical midfielder that they struggle. Just Sunday, Omushia Bruno Guimaraes and Sandro Tonali who say Omubutum simple. Mobia ball mabaso. But you know, it is early days here to say that Mbappe kwa okoye no. Abuo PH amomo bobo ni because baby amodu se see Mbappe ho try. Mbappe go to the level of playing the finals, and even that, if you are saying that it was Neymar and a Domoko final, it is never debatable. But even last season, time and Mbappe won Omukotana baby Omodu in the quarter final stage. Into Omuntu Omubuase. Osha Omunet Fisher, you know, they have everything Omube team they are calling. But until so Omube reach the level of BS Omube no Omube Batra baby Omode Mbappe do you know. I think that they better concentrate on the Aston Villa game. And the other league games are a whole league one, so that Beya Omubesi perform. Dembele is playing very well for PSG this time. But you know, for me, it is early days here for you to say that Mbappe Koko and Abuomo, and they are playing well without him.
Good morning to you and your wonderful crew. I'm Rose Gold from Oyibi, and I desire an informed perspective on the present state of affairs regarding Kalim Hosnodoe. Callum Hudson orders potential integration into the Black Stars. Okay. Rose Gold Oyibi and Ama Yensa aka message we and so. Mamenko Julian Caesar Hokakra na Menko Sir Franco Naro. Can someone advise the Insuatraman FCPRO to kindly desist from granting any further interviews as he may be worsening the matter at hand? Mamenko Mredu local sources and so and so the free home. Okay. Enti why so at the honorable Kojoba Ajiman. Hey, Asembeni. Kojoba program. Are you sanctimonious? It's a harmless question. Very harmless question. Why is it difficult for you to answer that question? Kojoba Ajiman.
So now I'm kind.
Are you sanctimonious?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yes.
Bonini.
Yeah,
Bonini. No busy care, the body.
Yes, what the body. A foot on ye tune say, maybe a okono, a hot true. Inti onyai. So just say, my friend say, ground, by my okodo by few friends say, Salome is dangerous.
Salome.
I don't think in Brazil, but Kojoba, oh, higher dream, honorable. Salome is dangerous.
Say Salome.
Papa Dine out Tim Cra Fanabraho. Only better. Maybe a bit more to Salome. Then I had done money background ground and all call the dancing. No
payment can be yes.
Salome, dear, a dangerous. The foot were you to
so why can't I have that crown across still
dangerous, yes. Very dangerous. Wow, I had that. Oh, Koha.
Wow, I had that.
Oh, no, sir. Okay, you to us.
I don't feel you minimum. What's in the need to be out of the stuff for the chair and said, you know, because I see you.
Only that
there. Interesting. Could you buy my crown name will be? This is in your package. Oh yes,
but how then your package?
Yes.
Maybe I tell you the
what do you do? You go to gym. You do your money, Baba. On 9 years in your package.
No, Zavan Travel. General, me share and send me no quickly. Baba could me like that small boy called Aiden Haven. For Man United, the defender.
Before so this is Niwat.
Of course.
All right. Niwat Scientific Herbal Clinic. Yemfa Omonkra took a crabby. Yaba to some.
About Niwat Scientific Hospital. A team of medical scientists. I have created a boom near the infidel Maswa, a Juma, or Yasue Hasi, Yasue Hadi, yes, I'll buy a Sebi. Me atam edu the amount said the kokono na embum ye do to afidi so me afidi ye omu hwehwemu me ye omu adepote ye yade ne brewo na se me omu enya yare na di woni badua no so te be ye so yare ma wato yare ase wo de edit ni se ni bebe ase wo te wo yare ase a utimi tu ase ntem
Obani What Scientific Hospital Dr. Fobius ya dwuma ne say enubna enu tan a obo ade e dum ye no yenye mu hwemu na fe enwenu akasa wo ma friends phytochemicals no ye extract say enwenu no na ye mfam fremno emfa emau ebi a kidney no yare abem kidney no essay yanko na Ghana ha ye de take ahaban e de dialysis a kidney no ase ya produce den kura no a nyarehemu na nyadidi na fo ni kirem e woni What Scientific Hospital bofra ban e boye ama wo diabetes ye de bofra ban e ne nyama bi efra e de mawa e be bo ma diabetes na o sugar e cost pay no eno so aboa ama etimi abafum e bia na wo hwe misisi e na o problem pa e yo mema sem baba bi wo no a onya tenkan kora so mo ba beda obo so otimi nya hode ne peja no wo ba hyemu a ehyemu ana adwo e no obo so atese ne bema no ensore kora e bia na e no bia da so a wo no yo ba na utie me na se eya wo no problem e bia na e fibro na kosi a wo no kwan ana wakwa ayasabea doctor si ensuo betata onkosia mu ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no na block here obebu okura wonsebu ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se hokwan be ma bia na hunsuo na wo form nkwabon wo form low sperm count na wo okura be ba be ne hunsuo mu no na emo no be friends spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina ha esi awo hokwan a obani what scientific hospital a enfidi ade ehwe wo be da di amye wo se problem bi wo no mu a ne yetimi ehu aduro na afi aduane ye be kyerɛ mo adi pressure ti amo akoma bo periperi asem kura si ofie ntimi mo amane obi nso hweme na ne die stroke akawa tompam ye kwa wo ye ba wo so ntimi o kasa na pampan boni die kyerɛ frɛ no halitosis yade ba ko ya no wanyi obi opewase obetimi akade a kyerɛ wo a ade bedi unya o kasa bia no obi atwene hwene okoda na nyimre oda odwonso antentem ye papa mo mpanifo no e free 40 50 60 years ekwa ni mo no o prostate na ekese prostate enlargement e ba sa oda odwonso antentem odwonso bebransa na ade akye e mane nka achi emye nkofa catheter ahoma nkoto ba memo agusuafo bi ebere nti manya adagye amoya de dia nyadidie sani what scientific hospital Ghana hade o pa ya sabe e dia ba frim die fidie e de twe enubena na afa hode ni efra haban mu e de saw ya de ma wo na e ni what scientific hospital yi wo Kumase atonsu Monaco junction ya Dansura bank no ene bi eni mehwe enkran so ye o ma 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan no 0244 087687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
Niwat Scientific Hospital. Nyankopon da rumenti wa moto edeba.
Okay, yes, Amba, na ya baba twaso ede amamo Kessben television we midfield action. Jumedi enebna yede ebrodonko na ya peja yemu. Dr. Franco Naro.
Yeah, General, I'm doing two quick stories. One from Man United, one at Liverpool. Now, quickly. It didn't have in the end na Mara who say Akwadano require of us to na chance Unyaye or United na Oku prepare to say it looks like Ibimpana went to me returning till the end of the season. Normally you don't get such a chance as a young chap for defense of Manchester United, but that is the situation for Eden Haven. General, Andy extensively strikers are more available on the market and strikers are Man United are penciled down so Mopeomo. Utie Victor Osimhen and Komona. For me, Enka on paper it looks very, very brilliant because Bibia de PF say Rasmus Højlund. That's what be feeling on Man United after 2 seasons. And in transfers, Udre niema mi no so betime je obi kwan obi a wa amwa ubegya no kwan manako no afafo fraba beshim. So it looks like dear Napoli epeso mini United no enkenu ye good the best serve all the 2 purposes. Ubenya striker a wo de naba na de umpe na o ya be bed na de amano wagya kwan manako because Napoli is ready to do business with United in fact Højlund ema na omfa na Osimhen ema United in Fesika nka but common did call for mine. In fact there is this journalist called Ficharges odno na strong in Portugal na the revelation is a amol in common nyina no the first choice Branty Feno Victor Gyökeres because Amorin any na ye Juma ewo sporting pain no fool say he's the chap he needs. In fact Wakachri United penning for no say a kwabi umbefa so umbinya Victor Gyökeres no de amana no omumfanaman because that is his first choice of a striker. As I sit here, I think United needs at least 2 strikers. But whether say umbinya Victor Gyökeres, and according to Ficharges, the guys any release clause some 100 million euros. Sporting you ready say sitting be the 70 million pounds. Eba this umbeja na manako. And you know how numbers now it looks so amazing. Victor Gyökeres, and of course he's got the experience in the Champions League and the Portuguese League. And share ubetima kase nipa umekino ura friend Amorim or managing Manchester United. He understands his 3-4-3 system very well, and he thinks that he's the guy he wants
wants. In fact, last season he gave 43 goals in all competition. Currently, out of 41 games, Victor Gyökeres was 40 goals, almost a goal per game, and that is an outstanding performance. So for me, a Biana Osimhen there and to me also because Gyökeres Papa ni GDA say onim formation in the 30s and the BBR very well. Among 4 names now the bubbles my dream say Hugo Etiquette in there so baby denifa. Benjamin Sesko and yet the first time for the past 2 seasons I can say every season he's on the radar of Man United, but at the end of the day it doesn't go that way. My final one Liverpool na and someone opinion your friend Robbie Fowler Edia Tuga afa Liverpool was say a brand Jürgen Klopp Econo. Na Liverpool fans for GDA said the best manager in the world in the age of Muhammad Akono into wine pon eba beshe Klopp anai omunye obi. Banyane ne ana slot eba ye wabe ye abroso empo Premier League oba beji enti players na be free Liverpool no mukwa there will be replacement. But generally a Liverpool fan I'm sure say you will not be happy to hear say a name Mo Salah contract abanewe after some 8 seasons at Liverpool. Mo Salah contract abanewe as we speak now there is no agreement in place. In fact talks are breaking down now. Utie insider clear. In fact I even contacted liverpool.com Mukoti and a slot in Komudio Mudi Chreze. Indeed it looks like Mo Salah is leaving and Virgil van Dijk now see there is no panic and all that. But as we speak, also after some 8 seasons at Liverpool, it looks like Virgil van Dijk will also be leaving. From Southampton, he came to solve a big problem at Liverpool, brought them so much stability at the back. So for me, replacing him is not going to be easy. Trent Alexander-Arnold is another person. After some 9 years, this boy throughout his footballing life, all he knows is Liverpool. And it looks like he's also on the verge of leaving. Now, share almost suitors now, and a man and community no, den kakra dema Liverpool no, because as we speak, Mo Salah is on the radar of Barcelona, and then Saudi foreigners are ready to give some huge amount of money for Mo Salah. And looking at an African player, what through this stage, what say who besides Mo Salah crying motivation to continue with Liverpool? He's basically won everything. This season, he'll be winning his 2nd Premier League title. He's won the Champions League. He's done basically everything. So Mo Salah is on his way. And who has said Trent Alexander-Arnold. And so a team to say Real Madrid NHC. And at Madrid, Trent clear say about C2 in very well. Yes, Danny Carvajal is there, the first choice. Vasquez Diana Oyen on any day. Bijidi say Trent Alexander-Arnold. Ebit benche Vasquez easily. And at Washe Real Madrid, the team any problem with fullbacks no defensively. Solid. So he fits into their profile very well. General PSG and so Chelsea Virgil van Dijk and so Paris Saint-Germain. They are noted for bringing big boys. In fact, there was an issue after Liverpool was eliminated by PSG. Nasser Al-Khelaifi was seen on a Virgil van Dijk, Edin Komo, tunnel and then Crofo a transfer in Comonabia. So if these 3 big boys ever be free Liverpool, then you talk about Darwin Núñez, it looks like he has failed to live up to expectation to Liverpool for Nenyana Ombejano Kwano. Joe Gomez is another person who is also likely to leave. So General Robbie Fowler, when you have a simple sir, and a slot but an ability to sign good player in young or name it Richard Hughes, sporting director. Because so far only Federico Chiesa, any nipa Chiesa, any nipa or then Ababe Ketimono. And in terms of signings, we haven't seen that aspect of Urefen and a slot. So how Mbit replace all these big boys at Liverpool? No? We Liverpool fan a big headache. So for me, it's not that easy. Say Klopp was seen as the best, better. So if these guys leave, it's not going to be a problem. It's definitely going to be a big problem for Liverpool.
All right, Dr. Franco Naro. I'm not doing because Mohammed Hona. Way. Can someone advise the Insuatraman FC PRO to kindly desist from granting any further interviews as he may be worsening the matter at hand? Oh, as a man wakoka. In his interview with Max TV, he alludes to the fact that the club will only return to the league when their relationship with Asante Kotoko is fully restored. Oh, so it's possible, say, back. Is that what he said? Kaminya and Kamiti the small name Max TV Edi Hong. He mentions that the suspect is not directly affiliated with Nsuatreman FC, implying Kumasi Asante Kotoko should have considered reconciliation. The question is, who is being hypocritical here? As I write, Nsuatreman has still not removed their posts suggesting that police incident occurred outside the stadium as a result of an argument that had ensued earlier between the deceased and a native of the town at a pub. Moreover, the GFA hasn't condemned the letter in question, nor have they condemned the statement made by their own DCOP Lydia Donko. Deductions from the above indicate that the GFA agrees with the Nsuatreman's posts made on February 2 at 8:12 p.m. Will one be right to say that the FA is playing the ostrich here? Finally, it must be noted that the loss of 3 points cannot be a bait to cow Kumasi Asante Kotoko into accepting any mishandling of the matter by the FA. This is not the first time Kumasi Asante Kotoko will fail to win the league, even if they do. After all, Kotoko has seen this trophy more than any club in the country. The question is, why is the withdrawal letter not signed? Why is it not on their Facebook page? The leadership crisis must be fixed as soon as possible. Leadership evolves. It doesn't deteriorate with time. Julian Caesar, the writer. Julian Caesar, and so.
A whole lot of issues.
A whole lot.
Some I agree, some I disagree.
Okay.
Some are spot on. But the tone of the letter and the come still on my command first of all, my advice to the Nsuatreman FC PR, I don't know exactly what he has said, but I agree with him in a way. Say in a situation like this, first of all, said they will only return to the league after reconciliation with Kotoko is done. First of all, I don't think say idea share Kotoko ebufu name should be idea issue respect to Kotoko. Because they think my understanding of that statement, if he made that statement, saying Nsuatreman will only return to football after reconciliation with Kotoko. And Kopim say yene Kotoko ntem
before so there's that possibility. Somebody to me as back. Because
very technical.
Okay.
I'm looking at the moral aspect of it.
Okay.
That statement for me, and yet ebufu semo ma Kotoko. It's rather respect to Kotoko. Said dear Sinti, Kotoko na oye aggrieved party. Inti ye ho echire ye ne ye Nsuatreman ye fi si ye nye save enu nti intimate to aso no. Si betima to football so a agye ye hu sa afi de Kotoko for de akyeye. Ye ni omuntem aye kama ya reconcile it. That is when we can return to football and say we are safe to play. For me, that statement is not a bad statement, if indeed he made that statement.
Okay.
But we are not the free honor, the technical aspect of it. And so at Trema betime decide say omo league na at a point in time we decide say afidi ye ba be bwana. Then a GFA mrano e kafa ho. And also another thing. Unless the FA will sit with them and call it, they have something they call force majeure. I don't know if they want to classify this as one. Clearly, it might not be one. Into a whole lot of issues.
Already, Baseke Omanko.
Baseke.
Yeah.
It looks like Baseke will be credited with 3 points, 3 goals in that game.
Now, what happens to Nsuatreman?
Nsuatreman League in Hoa.
Yes.
What happens?
Opposition
in the league because and we lose 3 points, 3 goals into what happens. Eventually, you can be part of the league next season.
Yeah.
But assembly M says to send 3 points in a on position on the league. Yeah. I don't know other things are working into, but I think that advice and say a better CBA or better and what a very, very important for that. On the issue of say in Suatreman omu post first post na sebine shenkrofo bufuno and that's what no my dream since Suatreman for no say omu remove that post na ebeboa because that was their first post. And secondly, after that, a series of posts suggested say Omu position has moved from the first post to maybe current situation.
Okay.
The first one was said na bufu. Okaya na she bufu. Inti madwem say omu remove omu yi sa post na kaya de say ebebo omu ankasa.
Okay.
On the issue of say GFA no eme condemning so atrema manfo nya abutre kakra. Case na ne de aduno ebru GFA so.
Okay.
Eye Ghana police and Ghana mra any so atrema AD. Now Julian Caesar GDA say efe no mama condemn sa post na so atre de ba first no as ne say efe for ne ta omachi. No way. I disagree. Because Insuatreman is giving the account of what happened. Okay. Whether it is true or not. The FA wasn't there. So how would the FA come and tell Insuatreman say Niamatro or Honom no and no cre into condemn it? We should allow the process. The facts of the matter will be presented by the Ghana police. As it stands now, it's difficult for any authority to condemn say we we are getting several contradicting accounts.
Wow.
Yes.
Yankomra na local stories na kano ya de akahon Awal Mohammed maimra ho na yenhwem kakra ansa na makohwe ayaresa enso ehunsam kakra na qualifiers in the weekend in yasam kakra. Yes,
chassis china some of the matches in the be chassis china na Thursday Friday say ebo Friday ebo Friday so chassis china na atwaso in the next week
and yen timi ntwan kra inwe wuram kakra da fe mi ko din komo kakra
many di kwesi aph
enyo ngwaro ni din achi iba fi ani di kwesi aph
yes
mayele
enwa ne squad no ababe tudwa or the kwakushia na seju owura the crucial phase of the qualifiers no eni ni bebia obabedri yes seju wabo DR Congo wabo Togo who are seen as the top teams within the group no wabo Mauritania. But the most difficult game about against Senegal.
Yeah. Obvious.
And Senegal is the topmost team within the group. Yeah. And on negotiating way now, I feel no Sani South Sudan about. It's incredible. First 4 games in the Seju result in the honestly, it was good. Because having 3-0 win against South Sudan and then having a 2-0 win, Seju and Ukraine crucial. No?
Yeah.
2-0 now kwashare Mauritania ewo Nouakchott no say you eno ne ma ade no ye because na Mauritania so sorry eno benya a 1-0 win against DR Congo and of course the 1-1 draw against Togo eno ne ma obewo 10 points after 4 games.
Okay.
But Senegal pay in a danachi with 8 points. Uze Senegal omo we ni mienu eno mo draw mienu. So o ha group na omo amunyen luzu ye no alongside the Senegalese national team.
Okay.
So they do a very tough.
Okay. But Ingram, is it a very difficult game? Emma Nigeria na omoni Rwanda. Omakodu Kigali.
Yes.
So that money keepers you know. Is it that difficult?
What's it difficult? The reason why I say omoni Rwanda ya no more AFCON qualifiers. Na ye bo win and say ye be come kwa ye ntimi an qualify.
Okay.
They met say you 2 legs ni na Rwanda for ni 4 points every more. It was a drawn game in Kigali. And a Rwanda for the show 2-1. Ewo Akwa Ibom. So they do Rwanda for 4 points from them. And besides Oko on the table say you Rwanda no that top. Joint top.
Yeah.
Almost 7 points.
Okay.
And say a difficult game because they need to get that result. They badly need that result, pa.
Okay.
So very difficult. It's a difficult game. And for me, Seju, I agree with him. And even the Nigerians themselves knew say a very difficult game. and they will need to get that result. Say you draw for this game. How when they are looking at their chances of making it to the World Cup, no draw because some draw a better points so.
Okay.
After 4 games having 3, say you not just say what drop almost 9 points. 4 games, every more 12. No, only 3. What drop 9 points?
Yeah.
And also in your draw, say you what it means say also drop another point say about count. Now only 4 points out of 5 games. Say you
yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay. FIFA Club World Cup. I said FIFA organize a workshop.
Yeah, workshop.
Reps.
It was South Africa. Yes.
Yeah.
In
African reps now.
African reps no.
African reps no.
Yes. Okay. African reps no. Oka Esperance, Oka Sundowns, WAC and then Ali. The reps no.
Okay.
And organize that workshop no.
Okay.
It was South Africa. So in preparation towards the tournament in
tournament
June.
June, okay.
Yeah, June this about 1 month tournament. I shall see June near end of July.
Okay.
Send you see World Cup na 1 month, say 1 month.
Fair film kakra for and represent Africa.
Esperance de Tunis from Tunisia.
Okay.
Benya Mamelodi Sundowns from South Africa. And Yebenya Nadi Alali from Egypt. And of course, Yebenya Wydad Athletic Casablanca. So you are the coefficient and say the last 4 champions on the continent. Monamo repo.
Yeah.
But I had the last 4 no Ali any work and a dominati. Ali a G 21, 22, 21 and then 22 on one team and work beji and omeji 23, 24. But say you uyi omona omoye champions within a and almost had the coefficient of performances within the competition over that 4 years, So we have Esperance any Sundowns, even though one team within those last 4 years, but more enriching top level of the competition, semi-final, quarter-finals, finals, and those So you know that opportunity, Okay. That's the reason why we are having 4 reps. That reps now.
Yeah, die hoba. Meaning so interest of Black Stars.
Yes.
Yeah. Meaning so interest so the Honorable Kofi Adams ekaino and so emu. Yeah, kobana so interest yeah. Meaning say o the hon semeba. Honorable Kofi Adams so say, quote, I met the GFA and they explained their decision to keep Otto Addo. Am I fully satisfied? Time will tell. But I raised my concerns. Honorable Kofi Adams,
with a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dear Kwaba, na every we know in say what the person to give you more coin now the atu edra. Awa, in the end I hope a crab in Rampacho, Menkoda. Awa will have 12 o'clock for you. All right, Alexis, that is I.
Said you already Yankupo Gusu.
Yeah, then Yankupo Asipa. Sijani Siwa.
Wada
Obeba. All right. Boy, Komoka cry. Ochia Hebal.
Said you, Mamma was na menchia wa shefo anyway tiefo. Na menko a pradi Janshin, na menchia Mame Anna mechia pa Radinshira or dear Oyem, Mensaka so. Said you.
Watch
it. Oh, you're very good.
Aruska.
Oh, you're very good.
Okay. And then I see.
I then I see.
Usina kupo shano.
Amiana, Yamisha pa. Sergio, Aropa so. Mamenchia was your phone with TF4. Now, Memfo Munko Divine Hope Herbal Center. Divine Hope Herbal Center. Asya Kasiano, Ewo Kumasi Makru, Abushakuru Ajanshin. Kumasi Makru, Abushakuru Ajanshin. Near Can Divine Hope Herbal Center, a draw back pe and a booby trim, and on Otria Herba Pada. Or of war, Genom Besseno, near be an I because any intimi are more location, baby, Beato, and Nasi and Timia Moya, you be no person near Chachin Coma. Also offering now name at a train and Comosisia. No Bessin 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81. The chat one is 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 9037 the chatro no esay WhatsApp line nti se wo hwem na wo amanone a obetimi ede oye audio no afa hana ne atwetwe nkomo ye ka wotwe herbal powder we ye herbal powder sonko a Divine Hope Herbal Center yakofa aba na adwuma ben na eye powder nwanwaso ebo ye kanfo powder ema woni pa bia wote nkase ne sisi eye ne ya da bia de meka ne se sisie eye the center boat of nipadua enu ne kuta nipadua ne sisie ye seka mu shaft enti se shaft no se ka no ye mono se ye dada enya twepe orofo ka ne ntimi move bio saa na onipa sisi etie orofo se sisi ya de betena so wache na woje wo ho a enye we usisi no adwonku usisi no emunhuma nyina tete a aduro ni eye ba akopɛ eno no wɔtwea heba pada na se wonya wɔtwea heba pada tete bi gu nsuo hyem na woboba a saa sisi yade a abetena wo so wache ni nyina ebeja wo na emma bio efiri wo so a unse hu bio na da bia de ye kan se woyɛ bema na sisi yade betena wo so cha enche na wonya guy nim ewo man ho Mr 2 minutes bema kosi nanim a petere pio sisi na bema agem koko nti obi so eyem ebom se de sebe epoda ne yema asoche eworo so ewo ho koko nti obi pusa nani koko nti sebe oja ne nan no obohu se emuja kakra eba obohu se ne kokobo no sebe na etwe aba obohu se sebe wohu ahoro kakra wom ne nyina ye koko nti koko egu oba bi sebe ne widiem ama wantwi ponso a wontimi empie ne nyina ne se koko age nanim aboso bema bi koko egu ne nipaduam compound house wote wontimi ngoro ne ho ne nyina ne se koko ne se de asisi afifiri nipaduam no wajene ho a enye orofo se koko abetena wo so wachepa na wakoa de akọ hospital wanunum nuru ahodo na se koko yade ne ntimi mfiri wo so a aduru amekanfo ama ho eye wotwea heba pada na se wunya bi ebobo a koko yade abetena wo so wo pese wani sebe wugya wo nan na sebe kokobo atwe aba sebe woyam ebom no na sebe wugya wo na wanya aduru epedi a wontimi nya wo nan no wunya bi no ma ni nyina ebefiri ni paduanim na wagina brane se woba ana bema na da bia de ye kan se woyɛ bema na koko yade abetena wo so cha efiri mfie mienu kon na afa wanya guy name ewo man ho Mr 2 minutes bema kosi nanim a petere pia osesi anu wagem afi wako hospital wako chechire wonsa no doctor say BP no ekosoro eye blood pressure no BP no ekosoro enu nti woje wo ho enye orofo oho agboso woni so biriw na utiga gaga aduma yenya yente bere no obo sesesi a wo ya na wate bere aduro no eye ba akopɛ eno no watwea heba pada se BP yade abetena wo so na woje wo ho na enye se wode no ye low se wode no ye high na se wonya watwea heba pada ne bibobo a wo so pressure no beba normal na de bia de kan se emema etwekura ne ema eya na pressure yade eti wo muso se pressure yade eti be ma so ne yiri kodwom abuoi ne yiri konzu abuoi ne yiri kobubuja abuoi bebia ne yiri kobia na obobna efri se pressure yade na ama be ma abaye mre ewo mpam enti ema na to ne din Mr 2 minutes wonim se adwuma be ma ntimi mo no wonim se adwuma no wa wontimi mo no so wo free hope abranche bi ba bebo ama no odofo kwotwetwe kwotwea heba pada na wunya bi bobo a wo beja akoratwe ne twese be ma na wo so wonya ahoden se bema abra wakosi nanim na watimi apem akonim ye da bia de kan se wotwea heba pada se wo yade na ema extra energy bi na wakosi nanim a watimi apem se bema pressure yade ebetena oso a dakro ubonse etimi twa woto ho ubonse edu ko stroke mu orofo emani ntwa wonto wonfa wonko stroke mu ansa kwhwehwe wotwea heba pada make se sebe woto ase besi wonantu na ntini bi sa ho etwen na wosore a ubonse wona ye titiriti wonsa ye titiriti ni nyina ne se doctor se wanya sciatica orofo eduru amekanfo ama ye wotwea heba pada se wonya bibibu asa sciatica yade abetena wo so wonanti a na wo ye tu ahwe sebe wonto ase ntini na etwen wo no wotina se che na wo tu ahwe wo sori a ubonse adane asem no wotwea heba pada ebedi se adwuma no eyi ntini mu adwuma nti ebema sebe emoja entimi eni afrisane woni paduanim no emoja no adika etimi adi afrisane woni paduanim na wo so wagina brane se oba ana bema kwhwehwe wotwea heba pada na nya bibobo na sciatica yade no emfiri ni paduanim orofo bi so ATM sesi ei aduane to ne yema na obobna aduane to ne yema na obobna ni nyina ne se yaka kire ne se ne yem ayekuro ubonse wodidi a ne gina ne bo na ne bo ayerta aduane ni ntimi digest ubonse sebi ebi wo ho anu ofi efine wo ofi no ubonse emoja wom ni nyina ne se yesi wanya ulcer orofo se wanya ulcer de a aduro ne eye ba akopɛ eno no otwea heba pada unya bi nunum a woyefunu num a ayekuro ni nyina eba bebewu na wo so watimi adidi abra aduane wo ho abra aduane ni ho so wanya ahoden atimi anante akɔ nwuma so orofo kwhwehwe wotwea heba pada na nunum bi na sebe ekura aba wo nipaduam eye yade anim wo yefunu no nyina no enya wo na gina brane se oba ana bema da bia de e kan se bema bi wura dwaye ubonso obobena no wo su wawro no ho no adai ni maame bi ngui ni papa bi ngui na ni nyina ne se sebe ne bema esen anim no atwe kom aye ketekete afon aye lengelenge aye se crayon aye se straw wo mfie aduana nanso one be ne ba wo mfie nan de eye pe wo bema kura wo mpe na sebe ema ede eye dei orofo se wo hunsunsuan so bi atise na wo ye bema kohwehwe otwea heba pada na se wonya bi ebobo a sebe bema na atwea koma afon aye lengelenge ni nyina ebe wraba yirima na wo so wonya ahoden se bema na wo kosina ni ma watimi apem da bia me kase ese wo yade no otwea heba pada na ma extra energy bi na wo kosina ni ma watimi apem se bema afei orofuo bi so akocheki ni sugar level no yasi ni sugar no enenam de ho 35 enam be 37 obobna ni nyina ne se yasi asichire yade abetena no so ene yama ne mpanie bi wode won sere so oya bema ne aka kire se bema yi aduro ne yade ma no aduru baabi onuma ebeje o mema yo ato baabi orofuo se won sunsun so bi se ubonse nche ubonse wanum sesia na awo ubonse wanum suo ntentententem orofuo se wanya bi saa eye diabetes yade na aduru American form eye otwea heba pada unya bi nunuma sam pani ade wo usire so ni nyina wo bejai da bia de American se wo mfie aduasa mfie aduanan enuro ya wonum ebeje obe ma kohwehwe wotwea heba pada na wunya bia ebemu wagina brane na asichire yade abetena wo so ache ni nyina so be free ni paduanim na afa ebeba normal ebeba be enum ana 5 no amaw na wagina brane se oba ana bema na da bia de American se emre bia aduru no na wuyi woduro be ne se wo dwonso a ubonse sebe uyi ya obonsa woduro ben na toten jonso no etimiko eno na se wunua ba di wachi ya no wo ma fans was kofi wudi ojonso fe ubonsa wudi ko competition so metimi dia spell wudi ama was okay spell ma me ubonsa wo spell ama ama uwie kura uta timi dia spell wudi kofi kofi enne wa wudi adanse se wojonso no esi ni na ase esi utira se pen we bon ka ye se wo prostrate no oha bi eba ho ubonsa woda acha 30 minutes no asore abajonso ni nyina ne se jonso twa no oha bi ba ho fo kohwehwa wotwea heba pada so won sunsan so bi atise ya na se wonya wotwea heba pada ne bibubo a sa prostrate mu hawa eba wo nyina ebejao na yankoto wo be ma no roba uya be ma ne ato roba ya asemara nko orofo si ato roba ne na onya binum a nyankopon adawroma ebeyi na emum emiya nto roba no ansam otwea heba pada asoye kese no ewo makro abisuakuru wa junction ubenya bi ato ho afa so takradefo nko mensa enkran Kessben FM ho behind Vodafone office no Madina ubenya bi okun bubune ene Ray Junction ho no ma behind gas filling station ubenya bi Kumasi ha de baby bi eto nuro biara baby bi eto nuro biara ubenya bi ato o pedodo akokolinat Ferdinand ubenya bi ato ho ye mrantie ne de bi ne nam ewo Kumasi ha ene ne mpatamu agana ha de enam adwuma ebonto mu de bi nam saa so na obo adum ho abetima museum brayima baby otwa rubber stamp original one no ubenya bi ato ewo honom Gapsin pharmacy eyokofodua PK Gombila temele ubenya bi ato brekum Dr Clement brekum ho asoso okọ abrosan miensa former champion baby to dame no ubenya bi ato ewo honom afei oyo oba sebe omensese maye omensese baba ko na atwa ebi de ba mienu na atwa obi de ba tuntuntuntum ebe mfie mienu mfie miensa na obi de ma afei oba wanya fibroid abeto ne yem orofo aduro no eye ba ko pe eye wotwea heba pada woni be ma hia obo nsunsu na san eba aduro no ye wotwea heba pada na ema na mote sa ni nyina no wo menses mu hawo wanya fibroid no munya wotwea heba pada freye ye de new kibi yenya ebeka ho na wo so fibroid abetena wo so ni nyina agyaw da bia de ye kan se kiwe yenko ane kutaye eno na Angie wo afrancho krobo wo afrancho bronko mu ho Angie cuisine ebusa me se kibe ena da bia ka ho asem Angie ki no eni yesi ekutaye yesi da bia oba bia e wo 7 gate na oba no o 7 gate no ya be ma na ni hia wo mpem ubie first gate ubie second gate third gate afedi to sonson no ubo so oba no watwe ne to ase kakra no watiem agye ni nyina ne se wabie wuram bia obi mbie ma ne da wo ya be ma ukosi nanim sesi anu agye umie de to sonson da me ka kire wo se kohwehwe wotwea heba pada na wunya bia freye ni emfa new key bia yensaka emfa nka ho wotwea heba pada ye numbers no eni freye sesi 0591 565557 0591 565557 0551 2282 81 0551 22 82 81. The chat one is 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37. SI WhatsApp line. Ubetimi do what you know for her. Now we end Edin Komo. Otria heba pada. You see, Ijane Shewa.
Wow.
And now Obeba.
Let's say that's it. Let's now mami no asibi. What's your friend say?
Mami Anna.
Mami Anna.
Anna.
Mami Anna.
Oh, Aprade.
So Alex Mo
Very good.
Mami Anna. Nkopon unshira pa. Yet also the mama friend numbers na Alex the two bia na otwea heba. Ejane siwa wa na obeba. Yebetie enche kwakotie eye chairman eye Emmanuel Ampia nana na komo kakra ene twetwe no eno na di bie eye local stories no ano. Sergio, even Victor Managerial may not be the Messiah at Man U. Hoyland lost his confidence when Amorim came. Even last year, he managed to score 10 plus goals. The manager's system doesn't help United players at all. It's déjà vu for Amorim to start stuffing United's team squad with players he's comfortable with. At a point, United could make 11 players from Ten Hag's stock. He should work hard to help improve the players' performance. There's no difference between United's project and that of Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Hatchofok at this juncture. Good morning, Sani Saliu and Ediwei and so Ebreye. With Sani Saliu, na Ehifa and Minti NC, Nafe Yemfa local source no and so Emra. Akwesi Safo Kantanka Airport Residential Area, Accra. I will wager that at the end of the season, Chelsea and Man U should play a match at the Wembley Stadium. The loser of that game will be forced to take Jadon Sancho. I keep wondering why the owners of Chelsea keep on looking for wingers, whilst it's clear that we need top quality centre backs and a top quality goalkeeper. We have over 9 attackers. If you focus on the defense, I believe we will improve that much. Akwasi Safo Kantanka dia odi Ebreye, and so I don't know what makes your program more interesting is the trolling part. Indeed, you are the general who coordinates the show very well and more inclusively. Masresa we every koba one. Nidia and so I don't know. Meko na yakuti Chairman Emmanuel Ampia. Tony Montana eko na soye eno ko di nkomo kakra or the same kakra to dwa efa insua chairman fia omo every league no emu afi Kumasi Asante Kotoko omo eda league no esro attendance omo mre no na we be compare de ko so say ya enye ni kakra na also Kotoko omo standard omo sign division 1 ni division 2 place and it justify for ba kokra o kan controversial and answer no kre o say Kumasi Asante Kotoko team ne o say no yeni obia player bia o ye popular pa eno so no sa na tie any controversial no kre Kotoko player bia nya
na league na e bon one
eno ne generalize no
league na e bon popular player
you need popular
na players na from blaster no amuni no local players na
Intino has goalkeeper in popular
general on your popular
and
yes when you good being good and being popular are two different.
Yes,
okay, so yeah, popularity no your performance in the popularity
obi o ho an ni din o bro ne performance players there so say bi na na make Google asem you know Google din o onye din keto awo by the ball no to asem
nti justice blame no more popular.
You got to be a popular.
Within the context of you touch ball.
Hey, okay, yam komra.
Laka 3.3 Kessben Kumasi. Any another legend Edin Kumo. The Eddie Chairman Ampia, former Santiago, former Black Stars defender. Chairman, Sonic Kessben Edin Kumo. Ghana Premier League no co break for some time now. But to see a Sanso resume, you know a free move. We receive news. Yeah, I'm the letter, but say Ghana Premier League.
Oh, yeah. hallelujah
omo etwumo fina be bonana
omo film eye pa so omo film eye pa because me na me yi no pa say osenka omo ka say film no na ha me kakra osenka GF na kasa yi omo film na ko mo say GF na yi omo film yo omo kasa na film oh sa na me dia medwene na omo kasa transe hu say sa na osenka GF yo omo na omo anya omo kasa hu say ade omo aya no
nti ne kwan senka efe ni mpo twen david komo mum na nke yi omo film
kwa efe no osenka yi omo film oh
na de ntia
na football dey say sa na say ayeyi because yeah time nyina utumi ko bobo baby onye obi hwe no oma team no a no makobo no omo bo so enyefe say obaka ko bobo away baby na ye bo na refi sansi ka ho enyefe nti ko yes ade we nti me dey o man ka say you mo film aye na so ka GF na yi o mo film dia ka be me de pa aye
na zese kotoko ni di first na ohe pressure na other teams di go mo so na do you think Sekotoko is capable of Ghana Premier League also much
Ghana Premier League no want to mean predict say Kotoko beji Kotoko no yanju omundi this time ball mo no yanju omundi and na bon so makobo ni ye ochina troka yanju omundi and to say time na ka ye kura kota first say nka no ano ya ka ho but ne ntisa anti mintumi nka say o mutumi agere Ghana so mutumi
na de na mo time na mo ya mo koda first time obi antin mutum
ne o team no na place no bia e good and that place ni Ghana oh David bolo mo boy
place ni Ghana
David place ni Ghana
o ka say place ni Ghana o chemu say say place e bobo say
and yes and Kotoko ho sisi no play ben na gidi pa sisi Kotoko
sisi ade say Kwame Poku ho
Kwame Poku
onyi din
crack first so ba be Kotoko match JW ho ya ka sumo ho Pokunti ho force no Safujen fi ho wa obetumi a selection obekọ so selection na wa ye no eno ana ebo enne wuntumi ya selection makotoko so ye time ya selection ye time obetumi sorry 5 o'clock no best stadium abetra stadium 3 o'clock and sana ya starting game no ye be for a breakfast no next stadium ayama
ano papa no
bisa okwa be some penny for minimum age but okwa be some penny for 5 o'clock no next stadium am for start ba ye afi ye be for breakfast no ne abeka kire stadium ayama ticket kra asa enne nipa eco park mana didin wo Kotoko sisi ebi ni ho first o share difference a me wo ho performance wo ho akosapia wo ho apewu wo ho so Ibrahim Garba wo ho the midfield Safujen fi wo ho Michael Sey wo ho Thomas Boateng nyina wo and when o den yen kan crew wa na prayer oboni din don jidin David onji din kra
they see Kotoko play be no popular
David wa kire me
yes mo time no mo winning match yes the obeyan so be dware no wa fa krom keke
me na me obi ade bi o mamiska o chem TV o chem fridge atade me ko ni store atade bia me pa bia me up to now the parliament say ama me na be one o chem bia deep freezer TV fako de bia o mamiska bonti
so sum Kotoko na sum ni ya unya ho akatu ana
na Kotoko no ye bo a o so yankase ye ko Kotoko basa o so bo o mo bia hu so wo bo o mo se da ku bi o ha enkoyi eno no bia bete wase but o so hu se tam bia no basa me started training me yankase me sorry 4 o'clock me fi brokom doti ma started wo ho e da be fa airport run about aboabo e be San Raga Junction ma be fa labor ha na matis I market central market ni mo no me ko do swam run about ma stand from from e be see airport run about na me ko fi me ko dware and sana ma stand pa ni team na be training
wow
yes because also to me ball 90 minutes no na e brepa de o bete so nte
wow
so
na mo boni say na munya results na mo for kroma supporters na appreciate mu
masa oni jikake bi a wo twem kro ampia na kono friend man ko anu da mo ya de yes and nebi ho ntem ka say ko play bia ni ho wajidi ebi ni ho ntem play bia ni ho wajidi
wow eso ne from performance of 4 and 5 no we also about for kwa na untimi mfa di ntia net say
and so for be because so for be o me nie bi problem bi na e cause of be so for me anope ya o ta mo frame na me fi so for ho ameba e wa to so for be say me say me ne from performance e den na etumi ayeyi na me tire no kwan ya fa so a ya ye one so from point ya safo boy Miss me Fantino Town boy, but near Yadamfo. Sometimes it me bo Fantino Town near Safa or Bobby, Miss Bobby, but in Yadamfo. The me bo corners no me Jai Kobazakes 1 year. It's not by no, nothing possible, no plan, no so back corners. Only the Bishia. The Bishia no from Pond Bofon from Bo 5. Until my no, I said, place, senior place be or her, no, so Bo 4 and 5, sir. Nti ye group na ye ba sa san ba sa ta no mo kan e bo mu na me from pon above 4 and 5 eno no mu say betumi abo no mo e group ye afi de ye ko camp me na da e ye sa ye ko blaster me na da so baby afi ye ba kotoko me na da ena ma ne ka ho abene no aya adamfo be pon ene ana na ye tie ho ase football no mu no na me tie ne kasa on so tie me kasa. Because me na me last man, but na me ni we so ma no mbobo a o maka kire wonu hwan metian wonu hwan metian me shout pa ma wo se me shout oh e bobo no wi a na se wini a o ko juice ka me kan o me so me ko junu dia won kan o e wi suso a ya se de ten sa na ti a ye ko ene obi ko ten obi kura nam ska nipa ko woni nti because sisi ano football na ye bo no what you can have for your muska na wokobo yes so bra bobo no me hu performance ansana ya ba fawo so eso na de o simesi we yen kofa no mra na kofa na aba afa wo ba ho ntumi mo
na unya strike bi out tackle na utum say ene de ma bejuma papa strike bi ha
strike bi ha me pa bi e kan sa strike na ye san ye ya ma ye kofa na ba kotoko ene ne fa na mamuda no wo de wana kufudia nse de ya me ubon kwa no ba ana na drafts for so mensan bi also no striker so ubon kwa no ba apart from almost strike pa no almost strike head and it all time no be nyan sisi ya but almost strike it say obi to say drop mo striking no omo don taking it
ne so na from mutumo den do
ye team na de
yes na mutumo den
ye team na de I don't know people go fear so that's ko all stars no go force be ball up do people say David na ni na den aso people fear kan no na ni na den o ma okwan na go force ball up ni rough ni na den over tackle but and edu baby a o so woto ene do betumi da agiball no na ya to e be make sure say ya to so e benya ho ene na kokose
montomfo
na wo kotomfo no so de boy kwa so kokose no so
wow
ya ti mo din na mo kan no say etimo ya din sa me so hu me a de bobo no wie no hu so me no mabonta last my because am pia no ni ana na ho gentle sa no ala say ara bete say so timo de na fa bete mo ya de so into football no de eno ne yadwuma ye fa ye e kwa ye so fa so a ye so betumi defending na ye nya bibie film eno ye so
mo standard o de compare na standard a league na ba forma na ye wo
cra ba form cra and now shape mpenofobia ye time no mo hwe ball bi say na awko park ko den hala me ko he no cra aso ba kan no aso hala me ko he no ball mo boy and the Sophia so kan what time who to play bi gina ho so gina ho pa structure come on and now ko ankola bi on ball bi o mo ball hwe na saying na mo akra kodoko match bi am nim South African Cup say no obi ko penalty no ojina ho yes say yam ko boko penalty ojina ho say more fans no ko boss na anye na say mba ko me am say so ni ko bi o oni obi e be di watama wa obno so ko penalty ko bo fans ko bo anye ya obi abon so ko bo na anye na fans a wo ojina no chese that we say ni ko no na adwene ye dey so sani pano ni so bokotoko wana also bokotoko omo also bokotoko ye omo experience omo dwuma bie eni so bia na yakofa no so bra bokotoko team na mi hu kotoko team second division player bokotoko team yes kotoko team premier division ya satan ya kano first division omo teams na no wa hwehwemu a bon se play bi no yakofa no head number ana yemfa players kra so be 11 ibi a players no ya fa bia be 5 bi ne do ma be shim omo be kan ho ne nyina ya ba ko na ko ene de tumi fa na fi abroso
ko ne club division 1 division 2 justify for
the first team now, I said Premier Division teams now players in the form and the very
the best in the country,
sir. They call Blaster first 92. I go boss in the game. Got to players in corner 11. Now your boss and say 11. And so your place 11 has a form. So brass form, Olympic form. I don't inquire place 11. Good. Good. So,
to go stand up me say, or say local Black Stars, the best in the country also be Mokotoko.
Say local Black Stars.
To say Ghana, them Black Stars, we local and they also papa.
Also Mokotoko. Yes. Also bo. Kotoko your friend Black Star, yam for players cry, yam for cry, no nenya be 6-7. So that time they 11. Wow. So, into Kotoko team no. Ghana for the year, so team the best team in Ghana. And Sana Hasaba. So it is our two teams in this year, national team. Let's say to me, I'm fat more. That's a team I come.
Chairman Emmanuel Ampia and some nana ede atu yanim and so no a doso we a part 1. Ebesan atwazo nkomo ayene no etwetwe no Dawson ye papa. All right. You look kwa mikio na odi nkomo kakra aboy. Na fi odi local source na toaso tentem. Kwame.
But general emirate na de bia di one dance de a chosa kwentio de ubetu na betu dia gise wo de wiemhyem papa na akọ. So de wiemhyem papa beko dia ye Emirate Air and also the 2 kwan na Emirate no beko emirate.com na ye wanyema papa ntie se de bia na fa Emirate Air na fa 2 kwan obi a o 2 kwan akọ aye United Kingdom anasa America memu Canada anasa 2 kwan akọ Japan China Krobia ukosubia no fashion team say Emirate Air koho Emirate Air 2 kwan and I said the nipako over 140 destinations amama ya wudu onkwa be 140 and Emirate Air dobeko eno kodanche Emirate Air se utimu a na onam wiemu no over 40,000 feet 40,000 feet onam wiemu no sabre no eyo se wode untimi ndi nkomo debi Emirate Air be ma wifi odi be di nkomo wo mo na masase so anasa obey WhatsApp call obey Zoom meeting obey internet obey koso ni nyina ne de be ma no wetima enjoy our wiem chenimu abronam over 40,000 feet apart from enom your channels outdoor ho over 6,500 channels emema kwan obehwe Hollywood movies Bollywood movies comedian movies obenya ni nyina bi ahwe ewoso obi o se da bi uti business class and ultimate enjoy nyoma we nyina enye Emirate mu Emirate there is so much more at the economy level enunti nyema mebubosi uti economy kram obetima enjoy bi enunti ko emirate.com said be obetima make a reservation na kwentio no wonso wetimi atubi wudin wardrobe no nyama no aye dada enunti wo se osesa wardrobe no mu obesesa wardrobe no mu dia won tade na wahya ama na aye dada no yigu nchen na ko wudin
na kopenta de papa ye celebrate Ghana month. Ghana is 68 years. Near this 68 years there in the month of March we didn't say bra na intade no mapempem bi ono wo mapam mema tops wo mapam mema top and down emma intade on odi bra beto 3 and 4 utowia ye becho within eye material no yes awodo e de account we promotion after match ebeba na wie yes beto intade ne miensa or 9 uton ntade ne miensa or 9 ye becho yes ni bia ka hom na wetimi akwankwan enjoy and so to 18 years of within eye material na ye becho yes ni bi account wonya bi oh baby yes celebrate Ghana man TD Kumasi City Mall SG Mall and a unicorn house e wadum ohone bia ya e wose woko na kope wudin na kope entade ni bi etom wo bi ayira ye fene Victor Efriye Victor Efriye Victor Akwesi Efriye na abrantie memenda no ana ofri fie ekra ne papa ne maame so kweyie awo yase honi bia branche kraye so kweyie awo yase na Victor Akwesi Efriye o Frevicos na ba na wabesra ne maame ne papa na o kweyie awo yase fite memenda no ebedu sabre enya dia wo mohu eye Victor ekira kwan enunti ena ne papa ne maame si sabre wo bibia obehu Victor eye Akwesi Efriye ofri Ivory Coast bae ni twi ni ye de but osanso te French pa no bomodin na from one number we so one number ne 0244 873453 0244 873453 and I say 059 3333673 059 3333673 General.
Inshatraman's withdrawal from the Ghana Premier League is the best decision for security reasons, but it's an indictment on the league. But the question is, how did we get here? I think Inshatraman has caused themselves all this calamity because of their posture after the incident, after the unfortunate incident. But if they've collaborated with the security agencies and Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the fight of this unfortunate incident, I don't think we'll have gotten to this extent. Their releases were proactive. First, drink and chill because we won. He was stabbed at a drinking bar. The incident didn't happen in the stadium. Not sympathizing with the family. Kumasi Asante Kotoko and the widow were all proactive. Justice Mampoa Sam Health Center and anyway and so Brian. Hey, Nana Ampia. Wow. So happy to see Nana now. And come on. Then how they come on. Mamisha way and so Anefisunya Zongo. Is this a real Emmanuel Ampia? I'm confused because I know Nampia was a huge and very tough and strong. Okay. But Anefi minted the Okano acid. Those were the Abba no. I mean got the next one and so Lord of 32 Bewa Circle 183 Jamasi. This okay, then also the Eba. What an Ampia is saying is true, and it's sad. The level Kumasi Asante Kotoko has reduced to instead of getting higher and higher. Lord of 82 there on the Eba no. All right. Yeah, the best here na yeah the enkomo kakra. Yeah, bad there Kenya no local stories no enkwa. Bema akwaba.
Sejo mejoso.
Dine do aba and anope.
Sejo we say was komodada na. Komodada na ene no. Se dia ene say anytime we ba e bia no. Ana ni panim sa dog. Adru no we se munya mre.
Yeah.
Na wo mechirechire mu. Say sense anytime we bia no ya the clinic. Any a draw near Cambo, Mesa, and my into me and mind the needed information. Now, Sejo said, Cano, ye betradia, nay, Semens vital herbal mixture and any capsules. 18 years here. The Padro name dada, a drone, a friend of a gyno, and on 170 Babeca. Now, Sejo, the Biana Nipanibus, a drone, the pote pane, me patrian ye. A drone, you will need soon to pay Semens vital herbal mixture and any capsules. No, Nana, the Hutedinia gyno. You will need soon to pay. Now, Sejo, a money memory nano. I had any padudo name say memman quadru me pacho ma any memman no. Na eba memman for my jume dear pa memman do name any manpower. a qualities no ye ka se manpower qualities ani ye patch se me patch o tie mu ye be ma sebi utadua no o ma so ana e kofom obi se me ko ba ko mi ntumi ko bio obi se jo akono kra na sabi ebeba ma odi akoba no eni ho no mo oyo so wo ba na me na tra che internet sa me patch o ye be ma na wutiem na wo sa hawo na enye sa na wo se ba sabi oba de wo se ne ho ye wakono no wotumi akono ne senti no se wo de because of stress any nyoma adwuma ne nyoma binti no untumi nya sa adwuma na eno ne ye hye unkran se koto adura ye friend Semens Vital Herbal Mixture no ne friend doctor 0240 61 60 61 0240 61 60 61 offer doctors Dr. Mpacho Mayemre why emre ne sen me pacho sesi ani magemu me ko ba ko a mentumi enko bio sabi asoro kra na ejina hon eda ho ahoode bia ni mane ye ka na sesegum enya de pa wo ye be ma na asa wo hawo amabobo wi so a me pacho frɛ ne nkyerɛ baabi a benya doni bi atɔ ne kotobi obi tie mi obetumi ba no ho no waba no no anya ko me obra ko fi ho ma me 3 minutes ma me 2 minutes me be fie sisi na kyɛ sɛ onji ni sɛ be ma no waba no ho kra ne sɛ obetumi abɔ adwuma akɔ nanim onim sɛ wa ho ɔde ne wo fam wo yɛ be ma sa ne ma de yɛ wa me pa kyɛ frɛ ne nkyerɛ waduro no wobeto ni nsuo ne ne topae na afa ya kyerɛ sɛ de obesi anom na me hyɛ unkran sɛ onom ne 24 good hours obɛfrɛ yɛn adi adanse me pa kyɛ nya no nkwa wo yɛ ɔba watenka ɛwɔ fam me ka sɛ ɔba watenka wɔ fam a na ne sɛ sebi be ma hyɛ wa uni ani gye bia wom eni sentiti no enka wo mpo se obekọ oba be ma no enka wo se obeye bibi kra ma be ma na ani age se omra ho ne senti wo ye oba na utie mi anso kọtọ agan ni bi na yentie ni ede bia yetu safu se wo ye oba na atenkanti na oto a mesre oto ato bi ma okunu ade ntia ye ka ne saa ne se wo ye oba na se onoma ebiebie ntiri nim nerves nim ma akono no kwa adwen nim ne senti wakono ekosoro obeka se libido ebekosoro eti se be ma na ho ode wo fam a wanhwe a na amoa ne ntokwa aba eti se oto anu ato bia ma be ma nti wonom asebi wakono oba soro na be ma no so aho ode ekosoro se de be a muhia bibia be pepepe se jo enye no nko a wo sisi yare me pacho sisi yare ne to so a koto aduro ni bi odi oto aduro na afre ana sisi yare asem kra de mempese meka se wan koto aduro na ohun mode mo a ebo wodi no se enye accident ana se enye entiri ni mu na ate ana kase ni mu na abu nko ade me pacho koto bi oto a tie ni ye obi won mesa se ni sisi na ye ne ya chenti no o sha se onum aduro na ya ne be kosoro me pacho wote sa na se ya ne kosoro a enjainom tie ni ye enjainom koso anu maduro no me sure bo say after 3 to 4 days obefred dia dance say eya wo ni nyina ateko ni say gide bia etufo say woto na wo share duro na se fosisie ana se honam ba bi na eya wo ya na se wote say eya wo ne koso enyanum koso anum sana agan no eye na adwuma enye no kwa wo ye dwoma adwuma ye maame mo mo dwoma adwuma eja ho adwuma wo bedu fie na de be na honam nyina ye wo ya woto aduro na ni nsuo na o be da anum bi o frɛ be kyerɛ dosi numbi ade be kye me ka kyerɛ sɛ o nka sɛ o kra na ada no yɛ adwuma mesinfo mo am yɛ adwuma de no maduro ne Semens Vital Herbal Mixture no kotobi na wo de ne sɛ ennom emra wo kɔ yɛ adwuma no wayɛ adwuma wapon awie na wo abafie no wadwa awie no na wanom anase wonum wie na afi no wadidi awie a wanom no na wakɔ akɔdware aba abeda ade be kye wo nka sɛ wo kra na wo yɛ sɛ na afi ɛsɛ ma o mema sɛm anase wo ho ɔde no so asipi me pa kyɛ onya no ko asiatica wo so me ka asiatica o to ase twetwen o na ase twetwen obi koto na ɔsɔre a na ayɛ asɛm obi so gyina no ɔkɔfa ma na ayɛ asɛm nso kɔtɔ agan ni bi o to afrɛ yɛn ana kooko wo so kɔtɔ aduro ni bi oto aduro na onsu koko frɛ yɛn ne nkyɛ sɛ obesi anom no ya bɔ nneɔma bebree kwaso ne senti na de bia yɛ srɛ mu sɛ oto aduro na frɛ me pa efi sɛ de onom no for manpower no onom de onom no for sisi yare no enye pɛ ne onom for manpower ne sisi enye pɛ de onom for sciatica enye pɛ koko de enso bɛsesa wa wo honam tutu enso a onom no ɛno nso wo dosage ne bɛsesa ne senti no oto aduro na frɛ number no 0240 61 60 61 0240 61 60 61 oto aduro ya na say o first number ya ye be kire obabi abenya me pa che okumase akọ Fredimens Colinag Misty omunyina benya bi okon ya Hallows Herbal Tinatet your friend say shop say wo Okanshi drug lane nyina okọ no ma ubenya bi ato wo Western Takrade me pa cho ko Market Circle Nimbia Pharmacy ubenya bi ho anasa Rock FM ubenya bi ho me pa cho ko takwa ubenya bi ho was ebibidro fie Central anasa Cape Coast kokotokraba Market ye ne Central Mox na ye opposite Penna Herbal ubenya benya bi ato honom wo nso so atamale so a wo be ka se lamashegu opposite Japan motor so a legacy drugstore ho so benya bi ato ba bi biara wo biara no se de me kan free number no ana se ba bi biara wo pe dodo na tu no free number no regions ni nyina okosunyane a Mose Brekum Dr. Clement how do you call it Gideon Henny omo nyina obi awadro ni sent no de frɛ number na me de tu dwa no na ye ni nkomo number ni bio 0240 616061 sejo nyame no nya adwuma
Nyankopɔn ɔne wonso enye adwuma da yedamase mo friend numbers no na mo ne ɔmo ani enkomo kwa Mickey Baba Transit na fe or the local stories no enso abre Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra. I say good morning sir. It's been a while I messaged you because I traveled to the States and I'm back now. Please tell Mickey to barber his hair. I miss his original face. Mr. Miza, anyway, and so Abba Futu Amode Manono, Ninano, Eyepa, and a pair of two order na akunyum na I had drink. Good morning. When I started listening to Kessben Sports some years back, I had difficulty in understanding Dr. Naro on some of his discussions, but I now understand him perfectly. He's a perfect teacher. Thank you for your detailed explanations you give us all the time. Don Shackles, anyway, free assignment, and so Abeka Yensa. Kwame Minim say why you ready? The local stories no, and so a bebre.
Me patro am I ready?
Yes. My into cry.
Okay. Say bibia fine.
O nyakopa to bibia fine pa.
Nyame ase.
Nyame wadawma. Yes. Open myself man bruso do. Yes. In our account. Yes. VAR.
Thank you.
Okushime will say bibia ye kan.
We
VAR how do you?
So many day. So koto aberwadu ni mu anaka obende osu di to ase.
Okay.
Ana nti se o said them to be di to ase. What general te say the odi kan edi tu dwanom honorable Kofi Adams on a sports minister e de emagana we some do bebre e de tu dwa hu hie papa obekaya the president of Ghana President John Mahama tu dwa say sabre government appointee bia na so yes we minister bia utu kwan hyene so say nya dia first class ticket no wodi betutu kwan akọ aye kuro bia peso de koso enam so masabre no honorable Kofi Adams betu dwa say sansama president e de tu dwa no e applicable to Ghana Football Association form what aso gina was sabre ogidi say sansama president de tu dwa no se utu kwan a business class no say ubetime use or see place ne die woman timma place no kotana economy because of place no mon nine ene o use this kind o ma play kotana economy a obeduru baby okobobo no na ne kotodwe eye ne ya but from Kumasi to Accra die ene de mbetime place na tana economy but o took for long distances there o be use eye business class. Honorable Kofi Adams.
You travel and whether I said that look, it's going to affect everywhere and it includes the FA. We can rule that out. Unless we are chartering a flight. But if you are chartering a flight, there may not even be any first class in the flights that we normally charter. But of course, you cannot also put your players in the economy class because these are people who are using their legs. And so you need to give them at least a minimal space to enable them stretch. We don't expect them to go use their legs and play and at the same time come and squeeze their legs in the economy class. That is not the right way to do things. Unless maybe it's a short flight like you are flying from Accra to Kumasi. And that one you can do otherwise. That can be managed. But for such long distance flights like 4 hours, 5 hours and 6 hours, you don't expect your players to squeeze their same legs. Some of them played on Saturday, some played on Sunday, and they are flying in and to come and to train and play on Friday. So you don't need to subject them to that. So business class is fine enough for such situations. Actually, the president spoke about the class in which we.
Wey nsem Honorable Kofi Adams, ono na the sports minister wachechemu adafa a business class, first class economy a benam so ma players and officials of the GFN ade etukwan genua wakasa wose sabre Cape Coast Sports Stadium ni de o gidie se wose renovate ye hoye na ye renovate Cape Coast Sports Stadium na ni se ye ma league matches bia koso ye jai stadium ni di suo for matches for the Black Stars and a bit me a boho. Yentis small kind of a Cape Coast Sports Stadium. No,
that stadium of the key stadium facility that we have, Cape Coast is the one that will not spend so much refurbishing. So we should refurbish the Cape Coast quickly and not allow any club to play there. Just keep it as a national stadium for Black Stars only for the meantime. So we would have prepared it for the September and then October window when we play the next qualifiers again. Then we can close Ohenijan and Babayara Stadium. We will close it and make sure that it is properly refurbished for competitions.
Oh, aye, Kofi Idi Adams. Nensam wadi atudwa no se Cape Coast Sports Stadium ni de. I say ye ho adwuma. Ye ho adwuma wi ye mfa stadium ni nsuo. Na Black Stars matches a wodo no. Yakobo Cape Coast Sports Stadium apart from no de. No league matches ene bebo. Se Accra Sports Stadium ni Kumasi Sports Stadium so. Eni menimie no, o see closing it down. Niye ye adwuma ho se de be bitime miti international standard. Okasai e de fa nyema o metima ye a ebebo Accra Sports Stadium eni menimie ma Accra Sports Stadium ne etime hosti eye Ghana any Chad game no.
Close the Accra Sports Stadium for us to refurbish it and bring it up to standard. We must close that stadium because following the assessment that we did, the engineers even advised that the entire upper stand towards the independent side must not be utilized because of its integrity. So we're not going to have supported seat to the upper terrace of the side towards the Independence Square. Integrity issues. If you looked at, when we're working on the floodlight, if you look at the knobs that holds the light, everything is rusty. And the thing is just, if you don't take your time, you will be losing virtually the whole lightning hooks, and that is inappropriate. The stadium have really been left to virtually in a mess. The pitch have been worked on. The pitch is okay. The coach himself was very satisfied with the pitch, and they think that it's good. The pitch person has done very well. The last time I was told that Tony Baffo was there. He is a key critic of our pitches, that he expressed some joy. It's not so the way we want it, but he saw a whole lot of improvement as far as the pitch is concerned. So that is good story for us. We have also worked on the sanitary areas to bring it up to speed, correct a few things that are there. The dressing rooms have been worked on. The air conditioning systems, the washrooms, the showers, and all those areas have been worked on to improve. The areas, the safe areas the players pass, there have been some blinding in order to improve upon it. The mix zone, that was so bad to the point that they have to use some plywood to divide the mix zone into two, so the mess behind cannot be seen, have also been worked on. So the mix zone is now completely open and will serve the purpose for which it is supposed to. So quite a number of things have been done in this, at least to make us play this match comfortably and well. But I think that after this match, we need to do something about that stadium, close it completely for refurbishing. We have to close the Accra Sports Stadium for
The Honorable Sports Minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams in some order were they at Tujano. General budget de be in Simbebreba, a Ghana Football Association represented budget de Akoba the ministry no and Simbebre a ba at the farm. Budget no between Omoni GFN and ministry ni GFN in Comodiano etese and also Honorable Echichimu Edmaye.
Fee brings a draft. You look at it and see that no, these are things that should not be done, so you cut. Then you take it back to them for them to work with what it is that you have. Then they will bring you another draft out of that. Then you still look at it and then cut again. Based on what is agreed, then monies are released to the ministry, and then the ministry now move on to spend. So it is not the FA that will be spending the money. So, for example, if we have to pay for tickets, it's the ministry that arrange for tickets to be done. If you have to pay for accommodation for them, it's the ministry that will arrange for the camping and then pay for accommodation, their feeding and everything. So those are the checks and balances that is, you develop the budget, I will look at it, review it, and for this occasion, I was lucky to sit with my chief of staff and deputy chief of staff for all of us to look at it. And then we did cut where we have to cut based on the situation that we find ourselves. And I know the playing body will understand when certain things are off. But we make sure that what must be in is in. FA brings a draft.
Honorable Kofi Adams and I check budget in the was a Ghana Football Association a presented budget in the bar. Into GFN presented budget in the bar. Na ministry no more atanase no matanasa budget in omsha budget no mujidi say I had the be any film. I had the sikane doors yenteso sikawe there be fasoni so yemfa wenka ho no ma checking in na for me na jatum na fe release sika from the Ministry of Finance na the ma the Ministry for Youth and Sports. Ministry for Youth and Sports and spend sika. Honorable Kofi Adam say nya Ghana Football Association and spend sika. O se match ebe boy GFN no at the budget buy. Ono ni chief of staff and the director general of the National Sports Authority tenase omuhwe mu no o makatekate nyema ebie frim. Enu nti nyema makatekate akatekate frim no o GDA say technical team GFN ni place no o mo bagia tum na ni nyina na beboa ema ye situation wo mu na no ye timi accept and so general otuado was a Ghana Football Association for empanyfo be hia no e de fo otuado ho enu so nchemu a okan ye enie.
They brought the coach and the other persons to introduce them to me. And at that meeting, I raised all those issues. Well, they gave me an answer. Am I satisfied? I will say time will tell. But I had my concerns, and those concerns, I registered them. But I think at this moment, and at the time that I have become the minister, and therefore have say we were too close to these qualifiers. And so the issue of changes should not be what should be on the table. That should be the last thing that should be on the table. The issue on the table now is how to prepare the team for the task ahead of us.
Honorable Sports Minister Nchemo de baye e de fa otuado won se GFD be hia no ni din komo e de fa coaching ho na wo mo discuss ye no se de hia ni se Ghana your World Cup qualify match bo eno nti yenhwe na yen concentrate e World Cup qualify game e da Ghana na January the Ministry for Youth and Sports omo de ticketing ye be sike be jo gate na ba be tudwam wo be se wa cross sports
no no o can say are you satisfied now? Are you okay? And I said, time will tell. The chess on you okay, but don't mean Kansas here. Yinya mamre about Coach Otuado and we flew.
Sir, okay.
To the bishop.
Udiaship,
yes. So the time will tell. Say, are you good now? When you go into a canasem and almost what teach him. Say, are you okay with explanation of the man no there? But time will tell.
Not say January no or party.
I'm ready a betray. Saint Chichimuno.
Into no
not
That is often in Chichon of the man. On your convince. On your cool. Ah, okay. Son of on your cool.
But young be an emre actually.
Okay.
So yeah, now on your bono day. One person can be a found this year.
The Mrene Betcher. Where in someone no Kofi Adams or the Tuja General Ghana and Chad 200 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis, 20 Ghana cedis, 10 Ghana cedis, 200 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis, 20 Ghana cedis, 10 Ghana cedis. No e-ticketing. Almost say now, almost suspend the e-ticketing. Almost suspend the cry into do gate near ticket amount na overim na kokosho ball nti ticketing say January wo mo suspend and no and city city and so e wo ho yento so e wada stories up honorable sports minister or there two GF and GF presented documented man no e de fa ye football no sedum peso me no wada two GF nim say Ghana football no ye football league no ewu nti sabre ko so mo faso ne football league no eba live osore no eno ne ade wo se GF no eye o se football league ne de eye ade da na koma so ye papa na asatna ye football league no ewu
oka GPL
yes GPL
okay.
wo se omunya de omebi ama GPL no aba live na sabre de January ewu we ye nsem am abra GF no ekosra no ko introduce executive council members no e de kire no no or the sansem no e de to wo mo anim executive council of the GF general appointing the chairman of the local organizing committee omo na behwe emma CAF African schools football championship no e be koso no omo appointing Gideon Fosu or your banker on a vice president and executive officer at the Division 1 club your friend King's Palace on Nasisoma appointed as the local organizing committee chairman sa onhwe na dwumedienum and also intimi enkosom ya baba Black Stars won sama wodo otie and nsama wodo ewo but yenko Ghana Premier League no e won sam kakra ya beko Ghana Premier League no nsam ye fanto dwa se de boboko e frɛ no yenso atrama satna o mo se o makato me koma GF no o mo nya response bia and it is some baba back abesi akan e Ghana ye league no mu dia Jise omu enya ayonkofa abeda womu ne kotokontem wasi sese abrante kra frɛ ne Brahma no koto omu boboko e frɛ no eye nsu atrama omu nim no omu nim bi ofiri nti e kyese ade ekoso omu nsu atrama womu nim eho asem nti omu baba back dia jise omu ne kotoko ayonkofa abeda omu ntem Joel Jempe ono na ye kasamafo general ode atuja.
He doesn't work for the club. He doesn't play for the club as a footballer. And according to investigation, Omutaba Stadium constantly from around in Sua training the account. Tell us say there's no day Omuhuni Panokra based on picture and circulating it. Omuhunta face in the stadium. So it tells you say we can say he has no connection with the club. So if he has no connection with the club, we also look at it and say, fine, then why don't we wait for the person to be arrested? Then we look at the way forward. But now the person has run. But we will retaliate on Nsuasemai Football Club. I don't say any Nsuasemai connection here. So why would you attack someone? Look, Nsuasemai Football Club has had a very good relationship with Kumasa Santikotoko. And we want to bring back that good relationship. And I think that will be when Nsuasemai Football Club a bit me back say the league, you know. And a happy incident happened. We were looking out for some intermediaries and I'm between Kotoko Nsuasemai Football Club and Nanki settle issue, no. Look, they now court declare say the suspect is on the run. Me that day on court will be the first person I may see free in the hall say me say suspect meeting and the suspect Megan was from my senior brother Duku of Kotoko communications manager. So that means Kotoko is also aware say Nipana aware yes So now we are looking at for say you bet me GFA say now let's sit down with Kumasa Santikotoko between Nsuasemai Football Club and Kotoko. Let's settle the issue. Can we address the fans of the various under the two clubs more to let them know say this is what has actually transpired. So let's all team up and make sure say we can arrest the suspect. But I don't think the GFA has done any of that sort. It is like Kotoko is handling the issue on their own. Usuasemai Football Club is also handling the issue on their own. And now the team suffering in this case, is Usuasemai Football Club. Good. That is it. Because he.
Wey sema kasama for the man Swatraman General what they atuja e dia fa say womo withdrawal from the Ghana Premier League no chichemu and so e de emayen e wo
international said there is that possibility we sense it should be but you know mo din komo earlier no so board member no
yes
Kasai
Afanso
yes well, there's no way on member back a final decision so decision no take is my withdraw no a final and that the answer man besamba back Joel Crano, Matino, other places on also Akasa. So there is no way. And to be a says in a moo yemreba, almost soften, almost stands about. Because the meeting is saying no HSA. If she besamba back there, Jesus, Abia says. It means a year never back me and Sandia. It's possible, sir, if you are traveling back to the previous.
Yes.
Son out.
Yes, son out here, Okano. What's a more good relationship with Kotoko? So, committee men intermediary will be Bitimam and Nekotoko. A moment Nekotoko.
Almost free, almost earlier stance. About Benimuse.
Thank you.
Since you don't meet Masamba. Bye. And your final decision.
And your final decision.
When you say Yenshi and Sana,
Omababa
Trasaba. We just a doctor, no, do the uncle.
I will this a doctor.
Yes. Young
General Ghana Premier League matches Saudo Ababaso China. Black Stars Baba on Friday, but Ghana Premier League yet twasu China. Oh, all the venues will be ancient and so say Ghana Premier League beto Kotoko a bit two and a more edomini actually wenchi and a woman young apostles and a Ekwakobo. Kotoko wenchi, or many young apostles and a Bekwakobo. Bechimney has a babo.
No, I'm the only thing about you.
I know I can want him.
Okay, but Sabia, what kind of work? The later corporate
number some fine. I'm the rating about Bontin, but you know. Other games in Babasu Bechim and Sonny has a Bobo Dutchna into be ancient so say Janat a Dutchna has and so any Bechim Nebeko, young apostles any Kotoko and Babo Wenchi, Accra Lions and a Carella and na Brekum Chelsea any in Suatremine and so about Bazaki Holy Stars and baby any Gold Stars. Samatas and Mediama and na Nations and Diana and a Baba head of Kotoko game no and a coach Prosper Netogum or the two just a previous games on my ball our Ghana a Premier League a resume no Wakasa at their phone ahead of game one more and the young apostles about Prosper Netogum.
Very difficult, very difficult looking at the distances we have to cover. If you look at our last game against Samates, we had to spend about 6 hours it was about 7 hours to Samaboy, and then another 7 hours back to Kumasi. So in about 14 hours on the road, which is more than half a day. It makes the players very tired. Physiologically and mentally, it makes them very tired. But then that is the nature of our league. The distances, the roads are not good. The type of buses we all use here, as I've said before, are not sports-related buses. So sometimes the players become fatigued on board, even though when we are going, we stop along the way for them to walk some few distances to ease the stress, but then still it's tiring. But then what we are also doing at the moment is to make sure that we also give them a lot of rest, and then we also regulate the intensity, the duration, and the frequency of our training programs. Very difficult, very difficult.
Some Prosper Netogum what did two just as Kasai. I'm on for Kasasa Kotokonya chances outdoor, or many 11 wise, or many chances, or more cost summer boys, Legon cities, dear no ya fan was say Ugusua young Echuma.
Yeah, I think yourself, you should be in a better position to answer this because every pre-training conversation, I talk to the players about it. Post-training conversations, I talk to them about it. When I meet them one-on-one, you've been a witness to these things I'm talking about. And not that we only talk to them about it, we make sure that we talk to them, show them videos, and then train on it. And the very training that they do, the chances that they score and those they miss, we code them and we let them see them as a group or as individuals or as a team. We let them, the video analysts, engage them. We try to let them understand the biomechanical errors in what they do. I mean, the errors in the execution techniques that they apply. But then what I've seen about Ghanaian players is that sometimes it takes some time for them to overcome some of these things. Or they've been doing it for long. So when you meet them and you want to change them from the way they do certain things, sometimes it takes some time. So I'm sure, I mean, with time, some of these things will be able to overcome. But you are a testimony to the fact that every training session will do functional goal scoring exercises. Yeah, I think yourself, you should be in a better position to answer this.
Postmaneto gum ena ode sansema to but the for Black Stars in Black Stars a training nenra wa crash sports stadium with 9 players and omutimi a training but enwe Black Stars ko pem hotel no na most of the players no etimi adjoin Black Stars our camp inti enne there is suspect say most of the players no ebetimi Black Stars and so etimi a training and so home and no and in some free Black Stars camp but no na nam so ma aye yam pofon kra ono ye National Sports Authority one more a director kopiemu our crash sports stadium ekohwe Black Stars training no and na Vincent Doku etwebe no kobusan say adwuma ne te say crash sports stadium no na National Sports Authority ye penye dwumade no sen na eko weni nchemu a wode to Vincent Doku enim.
Oh, sir, the situation we find ourselves evolving into at any given time no a bit to me assistant, but of course the priority now is the Black Stars World Cup qualifier against Chad. So the best venue, the best preparation, the best situation, venue is the Accra Sports Stadium. After that, we need to look at the long term. But your next qualifier at home, about September. So between now and September, whatever needs to be done, if another venue is ready, why not? You better work around the clock, as we say, 24-hour economy. You know, mobile and someone who said there are people working. Mobile midnight, you see them working until the next morning. That new set of shift staff would also come and continue the maintenance work. So it's all about making sure we hit the target and then assessing what we need to do and making sure we get to the next level of excellence with every match. Oh, sir, the situation we find ourselves.
Someone young pofon krejeno wade atudwa ediafa Black Stars na cross post no se babesi akose se general floodlight na enye djuma wo mobko ye na arrest no wo metimi affix ma floodlight no enim ye no ye betimi use floodlight no tenna kra no so floodlight no e wa cross post dem ma Black Stars ejina so etimi die training enso wo se enim ye de wo mo fix no ma yetimi use e de abo ye sa ye match we ye bowia na fe wo metimi to na mo e de afa ho ye to so that stories ma Ghana na 20 team no kopiemu ewa manone Morocco Rabat womo kwa prepare for AFCON ebekoso under 20 championship no ebekoso no ewo la Côte d'Ivoire no makwa kopie Morocco kwa prepare coach Abdul Karim Zito coach the team your friend no under 19 washa probonase when team no kopie mu Kemkos Jendu Park and womo ekoye scouting no enso ewo ho na woni players ni din commodity to place nim se mamu bia ba mu ya under 19 player ono see ya na estim scouted no and onam so be si akan edema kotoko ntu ya under 19 kura opportunity ho a obetime si akan edema main team no and oni players ne kase ne ombekọ kopie mu enso ewo dibiso and ombekọ kopie mu na dwumedie no enso etimi atoa so ewo coach Ibrahim Tanko obeke match o Mediama Sporting Club boy referee unsem bebre ebeto jam say referee no the decisions awodo take here no na omugidi say enye the right decision coach Ibrahim Tanko echa na dwene e da fa referees no decision and as referee no decisions are o take here.
No, I think the referee did their job, and because if he gave us penalty, which is penalty for me, and I don't know the other one with the Mubarak. If it's a penalty, I have to look again. So definitely the referee has decided. No, I think the
coach Ibrahim Tanko was only the onim referees no omna decide na one show na ko ka referee asema na wetima konya so twite only the referees no na decide nti no me decide bi abro me media ma boy no eno ano yanko doma in cross say de enam safety protocols o me de abanti no omo akreti nyama wodo bebre e wo doma in crow park ne so say omo akreti be bi ambulance kra no ebetima park apart from hono omo sanso akreti barristers a ebetima prevent supporters no so metimi abago pramane so ni nyina nhihia wo metimi aye e wo doma se de be a doma in crow bra womo ebo Premier League games ne so no problems awodo bia enso entimi emba on famomo coach Aristica coach edema doma what Diana Stars ono so the summer to so gidi say place no also omutimi continue with omo previous performance no some ya de league mu dia omo previous performance no eno energy no so mutimi etoa so mamindi dwa kakra na afi yemfa nsi ha wobisi owodan ho wode rent inti so you bia opedan etimi arent a opportunity no aba ede amount the here so betro number dia to 4-bedroom house 4 bedrooms and wo fie ho 4 bedrooms no plus hall plus kitchen toilet and bath and rooms the so you be a pedan rentia number way and also free number near 0550 616 754 0550 616 754 and that's 0244 684 761 obetima friend number wo friend number we so ya bejo so heba so criminal crime bema na using bema betima iso heba so criminal abra woni oba ehiemu sa woni oba ehiemu na nyema nkuye emfa mawa bomode kopa heba so criminal bi apply kitwe bi opinis no wo apply kitwe bi after 30 minutes no akọ woshe na te se breadru sa woni oba no be hiemu ni gidie ebeba ede amamo heba so criminal no side effect fd tum and any drugstore chemical shop bi abeko bia no obenye bia toko no wenye bia no afre on number we so your number is 0249 587071 BOG clinic bia ya okwa yare afuti so ebesu nasi bia no yebetu ase e dia mafo ni che BOG alternative clinic BOG alternative clinic na yare bia ha obia no yentu ase emfambaw enu nti ene de BOG vinegar no abedwa so BOG vinegar no enye duro fagu insuomu nanom fagu insuom nanom na niema obemfaso obenya efriso no ebetimi aboa wo papa enso nti BOG vinegar no for the fra insuom a ebeboa wo papa ama niema wodo no fro de ma bradum aseda house adum aseda house oba onsa beka BOG vinegar ni bi ato ba kwa na mienu oba onsa ebetimi akebi ewo adum aseda house ba herbal hospital furniture ba herbal hospital na ko ba herbal hospital a ohoni bia ya ye beboa wie papa ukọ ba herbal hospital yare bia ha obia no ye betu ase e de ma na de dikan ba herbal hospital dompeni kase ma juma enom ye dompeni wo problem mum o kase no problem mum a fa ko ba o spinal cord we chin kase no umfim in kase no o finger no akowo baabi obeboa wie papa ama nyama etima konkan eti ama Bemba hospital and so ewa Tonso Agogo behind a Tonso Agogo hospital na in crime almost Spintest 18 junction on a Biaba Herbal Hospital war. Your number is 0244 988 004 988 004 Ufro number we so ye bejo so Dwabe Ura Bank PLC Dwabe Ura Bank PLC so ko Dwabe Ura Bank PLC ayen ye babo ama sikasem akoye ede amount 3 to 6 months fixed deposit in fasobe so ede amount sanso na ahotoso investment enu so bi wo yaso savings account current account dachinti investment account microfinance susu account ni na ye bebie ede amount Dwabura Bank say bra your number is 0271 409340 offer number we so ye bejo so ejaba jewelry aye bia ya ton ade bia di gold aye ade bia di gold aye bia no pe bia to for ni chejaba na so ye wedding ring engagement ring promise ring chain na part 2 koma de bi na part onsa for ni chejaba jewelry uko nhyiemu bi opa gudie bi de session ejaba na akwa onsa betimi akab general Yemfa insi hanomo.
Yeah, masom.
Masom.
Okay, it's better not to make certain comments than to say things that are false. Yesterday, the sports minister, Mr. Kofi Adams, Honorable, said he told the Black Stars players that they are the best on the continent. Please, Mr. Minister, I at least expected this comment from you. And I was expecting you to put them on their toes, stating the facts and telling them the reality based on their bad performance of late. Currently, you can't even name Ghana as part of the best 5 soccer nations on the continent. Mr. Minister, we are watching you and we are expecting you to release the budget for the 2 qualifiers as the president wants things to be transparent. Name Michael Abebu in the way I pray. Also, Honorable Laka, catcher players in some way the best.
Yeah, on the continent.
The continent.
When he made them.
Nah. One was him saying, "Kuyi," and one kind of crown fancy woman. Blasters players we use them the best on the continent. The young kind of crunchy woman in Kenya woman. Ofuru woman also and small kafa and also different.
Quick one on what my club is saying. Realistically, say, who find individual players in the Black Stars now who can say some natural with their show moon cry and you like you have no over exaggerated because the offer party in his position on the continent, African continent, now far party as a number 8. When you're wrong to say he's one of the best on the continent. Offer a year ubi to say even Semenyo for what he's doing for his club. Offer will be to say kudos for what he's doing for his club. And if you tell him he's the best on the continent, you have not exaggerated. But on the evidence of the results they've given us, MIS3, Saubeka say, Omune the best. But at the end of the day, there is a minister, who share players, no pay BB, can't show moon crying. As players and unqualified. For a minister's perspective, they need encouragement. They need to be told that the people of Ghana has confidence in him. Until if the minister is performing a role of a psychologist trying to pump them up, meaning anything wrong with it.
Okay.
But for an individual, for a journalist, from somebody or person who says on the evidence of results, so Casio Munye best. That is it. Sometimes look at the messenger, look at the purpose of the message and what he intends to achieve with those message. No who the intel can answer. We are not the free on my general. Honorable Kofi Adams, Minister, Mekaipa, Ebra Okase, players ni been in Akasa, Omsi coach in Wasa. Former FA ni been in Akasa, Omsi coach in Wasa. I remember advising say, is either he sack him or he keep quiet with these public pronouncements. I remember very well. Yeah. He went ahead to say that Ocean's status is poor.
Terrible.
Terrible. Mm-hmm. These are facts. But my concern was that looking at his position, say on to me a time will come as a so coach no one in casa, no shining crying. Now Omuma and the Ghana for her. A brand new. Now, if you listen to the minister clearly, the reality is dawning on him. F4 no asem no mo kano. On peneso. Onyi ni so to add na say coach, but I will need the balls and everything to see them on sakeno. Now tien sem na the F4 ne ka kire no ne say time na aka ne de. Say enkomo no shouldn't be empam coach. Name we kwa ba na e be fa so e be boa coach na me ya qualify. General, this is where the GFA wanted us to get to. Yeah, but the last AFCON qualifier, Mekaya, somewhere in November.
Yeah, 19th November.
19th November. Sabren Nebeye clears here to qualify. From that point in time, your next game, which is the World Cup qualifier, was on the 17th March, roughly 4 months ahead. Into any serious FA, our person is proactive. No person at the time be excuse and answer factor not to fire. That was when they should have acted. Fortunately for the GFA, that preno ye koto aba. Abamu fo ni ade o mo beka bia mo matie no. Nya de say o madwen kra football so. Eni ewie transition ni ade. Enti deliberate. O mo nim so to ado nya de. many fee credit blasters echi me hu se coach bia be hwe say da ama ya man time me hu bi da se coach bia be hwe tan say da ama still yes yen na di na yes our time about 4 months to our next game internet that excuse no modema minister no say time akanisha until you should look at how to support him no yeah serious after young qualify for AFCON looking at the circumstances and the opponents around that was when they should have fired him and look for a new person. And look, World Cup is just a year away until teams here no more the betima qualify you who qualify you so it means that you go with the same coach. We had a golden chance after November to put proper structures and proper managers in place. I feel that maybe the reality is dawning on Honorable Kofi Adams because means I'm not kind there and Kenya Sabri so could you coach in Ekokasa. I'm sure it's an advice to him. Ideally, somewhere he should even apologize to the coach now and never expect to say coach in the bed deliver. No. Because if you pass all these comments about the coach and I want him to deliver, you didn't act well.
Black Stars matches, Ayede. Under Otuado, he's someone who doesn't read his opponent. And I think the players themselves must demonstrate commitment and be in contention for the 6 maximum points against Chad and Madagascar. Franklin Takwa.
Asamno na Franklin Black Stars players no.
Yeah.
Omo ama kontokwa na omo bobo no. Omdo manu to coach ni so obi anyina bench o. Omo bobo no. No more results on the World Cup. Honestly, that's the situation.
This is technical advisor.
General,
you trading psychologist.
Haven't we been here before? We were. You ever go World Cup? Whatever the reason is, whatever relationship he has with the FA president and the executive council, we are there. You be being covered, and you cover Chris Hutton. So I'm quite technical director. Go we are saying no. As a Chris Hutton on the bench, no na yeshe, any coach any buy. Now back again, the same person. Let's get refresh shafa. Let's get one. We are all praying because the World Cup, no, before the Ghana and PBACO, into whatever it is, notwithstanding our disagreement, I think we would still have to support them and get it. General, quickly.
Dr. Frank Naro has given deep explanation to what I wanted to say about the minister's words to the players. Let's take all African countries and check their individual players and their performances in their respective games. They are the best on the continent, but as Black Stars players or a team, okay, they are the worst. If we Kazola, Sugakope, anyway, Abre.
General, and you announce say e-ticketing for the Black Stars game, you are scrapping off. Now, sometimes some of these things makes me sad because globally, baby, I call it digitalization. You first used it in Ghana versus Nigeria at Babayara in 2022. After some 3 years, we have not improved one bit in terms of making the e-ticketing at the stadium. Sebeko ye. Yintimi improve bibia ye da powerful to the extent say you introduce no obviously challenges be wom. You improve ebia internet around the place. You the CCTV camera. You share when you be first post ticketing buying services. You the beba and Sunday many yintimi anya. You saba be do level say you say match you any pair be concurrent stadium so mo ko also be e-ticket now. You will not be able to verify most of these tickets. Ebema a problem into your say jego. So back to the problems before e-ticketing here one. Yes, I'll get it back to it again because first, you sit at the comfort of your home, just click on the button and you buy your ticket. And now, before ko baby, a bet you say kwakoto, and some wakoto win wasaba. Ethical digitalization is the order of the day, but out of your laziness and it's any manintino. Yes, after 3 years, we have not improved. Now we should scrap it and start all over. I'm hoping they say so. Mu person mu de baby ma. Omomananya competitive company accreditation and sa and conquer political interest. They should display and prove said they are capable of giving us good service. You know, I'm free national.
Because I'll pick one pen account.
Okay, Matthias.
That's a be as Chairman. Because Because I'm also sir we in Arsenal. Some can say the best.
Yes.
Because of Sky when you free mono. Ghana nya says it can be.
Ghana ni Nigeria nya 1.3.
It's then I feel the mask.
Scrap it.
Okay. Ask Dr. Naro if the sports minister engaging the coach will change and have any effect on his managerial and technical inefficiencies. The coach isn't. He doesn't befit the Black Star standards. That's the bitter truth. Honorable Kojo Ba Ajiman.
Obi Ajitum, sir. General, afemeyati that advice saying so atremani ujaka sana ebeboa. The first statement on say until so many Kotoko be reconciled, they can't play. No, I agree with him, and I'm saying Zoya Kotoko fana. It's not a disrespect to Kotoko, but rather respect to Kotoko. They think that Kotoko is the offended party, and for that matter, Omuna ye bitter and just say I reconcile Omo and Sana. Oma is safe to play the game. But not some say a bepim ne yenya ubimpo Emma onyena dwen say obesiesie ne Kotoko ntem. Sabe sa sam too. Now here in Temjina Force or Babessia, one I could yatwa. And he for an short remand for the woman Samakotu when him say, dear Sino, almost to say, a beer and tray, a son says 77 predrasa. So we be wuto fear udachi, name Ponyo no kuna, ya can you once a man, Udim Pemuda. And even if they are not guilty, a dear namon no motu. Him for no modo mun semakotu mun dwato abai no makwa omono ti wonom no edi blame e man krofo bi say omunya obi ama ne ma say obesiesie omonto
mo one sided kotoko ene abusua no kwa na
mo bi e ko matem
usuatreben so ka ho nti whoever or yema asumdwe na abutre aba ewo kotoko ene abusua na fam na ade ne wa ji usuatreben fam
general asem na esi ye can in Swatraman, what have they suffered? Until so Mukobo match, who's and growth when you are bring chase you. What have they suffered? People and Crawford soon one now ye bereaved. Ono Mashiro Majapadi, Omo Mashiro Munkwa. At that point in time, they are the people will be consoling. Why would somebody go and console Swatraman? For what? What have they lost? I'll be back to console Omo. No, they should tell us what Nsuatrema has lost. Until such a time, who say, Omo players' life here at risk. Some of us have spoken against it because most of these boys are innocent people. They are only being pursued because of circumstances and situations. Obi, and otherwise, until such thing happens, and then Obi ko consoling Nsuatrema for. Say a kokase Nsuatrema omo kafra. So much reading. Me pacho to say.
Okay.
Enti eno de senei no mususu say now they realize their life is at risk. Enti no omu hia dwato aba no kwasam say if you have done a little, it's not my area, but if you have done a little about conflict resolution. Sa asembia about person resolve here. Unyenya the facts on the ground that very difficult to talk about reconciliation. Enti enese obi wo pepa kra so obeka omo ntama bo until say bia ebe hu say bia ya che asumasi kra na bia nip and that trust me general. I'm not be exaggerating, but be breji this Brahma no oni interest bia so obekum poli obi ene she ni kutupa emma okukum poli be bre adwen no na bre susu say Sa nipa na o she no kutupan, he's related to Nsuatraman. E bia dwen no. Until say bia obechi Brahma, na bi mpo a ya toto na no ahu say e ono na say bi o de ne pen on de wa pia ba obi a on time rebel stadium e no atwe sika be ku obi no okon. E be ye den say obi beji atum say okosi nkonwa akoye reconciliation. So the best decision for Nsuatraman now is what they have taken.
Especially sansemi bana mo pese ye de mo ka ho na mo yi mo ho afrim se mo ka se nipa na owu ye no wangu stadium ho one ba bi no kokon ntokwa ne sansensem no kra no
it provokes people hwe ebrena honorable Ignatius Bafo awua esma se ye mebon sa kotokofo no se nipa no mfiri okra nko no he's a former Kotoko circles chairman in Bunafo, yet they ignored it. It should tell them say asem no nkrofo abufuo enye Brahma nko a So be deceiving who say man for bufu kroma no. Brahma nko nipa no or dada no. Krofo bufu goes beyond Brahma.
All right.
Yes.
Yantuaso, what are you saying, Dr. Franco Naro, expecting this GFA to sack their loot and share friend coach? God save Ghana soccer. Somaila, Yalwa Zongo, Somaila, prove when I war. And if I can also enough, Yantuaso, me who say Kalaswa som na to enko.
You know, I disagree with the
Yeah, we
minister.
hear no, okay.
I disagree with the minister on the point. He said, "Baby, you do not there. You pam coaching ye. Every phone the uja on better thesis. Eddie defending why Otuado should be the coach for the Blasters. Medican can say, and your child, Chelsea Obayadi. Ghana Raw was given 5 years in Nigeria one share. Until your child also a Chelsea Obayadi. Otuado first a Jumoya and BBR Chelsea, no more the ball of him. But reasons best known to the people around him. I believe we saw no one also to us. World Cup qualifiers and you be qualified. Medical can say, oh my, no more Babe Bono. You find local coaches, they will beat them. We don't need Otuado to pay $50,000 before we can be charged. Charge the phone, Cromusi Airport, no Homo Cromu, ready some Babe.
Because a secondary school team.
Omokra, in Chelsea, or Bubiti.
Undri my charge the phone kakra.
80, we don't need no. Will you as a school for be there? We don't need $50,000 go to be this site. You bet me a show. We don't need any tactical brainer. The last time I'm winning a match last year.
See, I look down on teams.
You know, I'm stating facts.
You
know, I'm stating facts. Any a bomb match we match Jeffrey President cars it dream safety for players in the crowd. Almost your mom show. It's the American. Chad.
We no more appear better Chenige.
No.
Turn the jet buyer. Oh, airport as sometimes make it in the jet by way.
You know, we must search in the jail.
Oh,
we Mr. Ghana Premier League coach.
What the appearance as something?
You know, the last year, no more winning one match bill. We won't go so on idea.
That's sad now.
You know, I'm stating fact. Chad national team. I was a joke.
Chad. Fine, but go performance no for a group. So we on Koso near the end.
You know, Chad.
Nkoso.
Me see you Ghana Premier League coach. Ah, said you. We mo the omo nyade. Omo the group no the omo mo no fala. E muda ho. Some akati o say the most luckiest coach. Ah, you did not Ghana so we coach you coach Otuado. Sudan, Niger. Yes, I want to grow for group. I don't know what your local coaches here. Come see if be rich. You the match we more until we don't need any tactical brainer. And the issue of
Otuado kwasa onye hui. You know,
na say go be son call World Cup. We go be son go yade. Cameroon for one World Cup. Never go be son we go in actually.
From March 26, 2024 till now, I'm about 11 games. Marino one.
Why?
Chad. Against Mauritius.
Group no more 0 point.
Almost 0, yeah. Into Osha and just say Otuado yadi. I don't know, but say man and Trao. Nobody now, I hear you on that.
Yeah, here no one fan. Rogo song with the Cameroon for World Cup. Yeah. 1 year the national team man say Rogo song be coach or bepening.
Okay.
Cameroon for Kwesa and baby on pen.
All right.
It's general we don't need any tactical brainer. We need to beat them well. You here support to be a more be and support. General, you don't need support before you beat David, no, you want Pompey. Any operation say no.
How we Mumbai.
About
how a team do no.
David, only help you more.
Blaster goalkeeper ball he could throw was Akofaba. A cool for Akofaba
since a future ball cry sim. The fact of the matter is that we are playing against one of the weakest opposition in Africa.
Yeah. Qualifiers in 4 matches. Omo losing in Omo she one goal. 4 matches. Omo losing in Omo she 1 goal per any as Omo 9. Minus 8.
Ghana ni Niger yete ye kan o kuchura Otuado.
No, how na nkwoti e pam no.
Otisi Park.
Yes. Brazil this Sierra Leone format na play. Sierra Leone for akosegwa. Na Brazil asegwa na Dorubia Junior TSC ekupa to akobam finish Junior. E wona nkwoti e pam. E wona nkwoti.
Will be accurate to suggest that Suatreman put up the withdrawal letter to attract public sympathy and probably play the victim's card. If the killer had no association with Nsuatraman, why did they put up a statement to somehow glorify and shield the act? Let's not forget what supporters said after the GFA engagement too. Nsuatraman should act properly because they can do better. We Ifri Pascal, Leeds, UK, and the way by Dawood Heba Kakrebi. Yeba never be trust you in Chakra. Dawood Heba.
Mena me Dawood Heba Hospital ano. Na enna meso enna ne Dawood ointment. Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a enne obi adi hu adanse. Na du wei edutwem. Dawood ointment. Dawood ointment or say fetwi na ebeko. Ofa Dawood 360 capsules or cc na ade wom. Na drum yenu wei adwuma bom. Obi a osisi ye o yapa. De obeye ne se wo de Dawood ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a. Nansa bia no na wo de bia bo asawa obetimi de atua. Udware wi a fa Dawood ointment. Wo de te ne fasra. Ta bre kro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre. Na danse ye na ba amane wo de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi.
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and well done. The toda me po djuma na me honam nyina me ye me hu bibi enyi ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwi a na no paso binya Dawood 360 na me no mo a is it kwa me ye djuma kwa
Digital ticketing in their 2026-2027 season. Okay, me ba na ba Patrick Papala the odi ebre ye ba be hwe later na ye de hunsem aba awa Mohammed ye ma kakra bi
I think I call a lamentation from the sports minister. Utwadu no ye hia time bia to give him the sack.
Okay.
MS5 ye pamo na me den man in fact. So I think say no ye tre say ye betwaba ye pese twaba no sports ye nya bia that is the next person will be to my boy. Yes. When to me, my waffle boy, Lawrence.
obedi bazo ya shenya na no nchesa agro na no nti azofok me no kasa team no abetwamu aba bia wo so omukodu bia no me no kasa wakwa kodu a team no ejoju omo na ya hwe nyame adu mechena na ibepie bechem na azofok atimi akari dede 2 matches ni nyina na yebo in the 4 days no yebo bechem chena wi a Sunday say ko ba bia ni. Too much 6 points here. I was at least has of go and yamu 4. Okay. Na yetimi ma pressure na ba wa Accra no e ba form. Tim no ka say but first battalion fra Accra so abetwam ko a omo so ekobo amane matimi akoka brown for no amane matimi akoyie. Yenso Ramadan mu de ba say too much is na abesi e na so on northern sector ano ye be kwan ye be fa so yenso nyame adom akina ye betimi akọ na Sunday so ye betimi akọ ba bia ni no amane betimi akoso yi amaye ta supporters ne ka cho mu se mpanifo se achia emui esa bebu nyina de league ne kura de o lead and kura defense 2 aka 13 matches to go o mu se na no de ne ya bia timisi bia betimi na 2 points here dey sane che o get go for chompa ki so I dawo green ya obi ko bodro no be win ni pa sane che o we se go for chompa ki so dawo green ya e o wanchi a bibia betimi si o
boss
ehin na di kwe
ehin na di ko say
baby e be share mu na park na so
da bi ka wanchi die no say mo si twa park ni so wanchi park shere pele mo park da so ye ya na nya mi adoma eni ma beti ma se sam e nya ya se green so mo si twa so e go buka mo se shere pele mo anya die
fu twa park
eti o mo kese na be ya ni ma be ko so ye na supporters so nya mi adoma kira e be ko ma che no do bo so oni ekobia no ojo ne chapter na ya e be tim na ko supporters ni channel so na mi adoma kira 3 o'clock
okay
bechem
the Chad are in Phobian colors, so Abbas will definitely support them. When will your crew come and interview me? Okay, into Jan, anyway, Abba. Was it Chad of one ask colors? It is said that you can't go okay, Kala. Mami fa the chat program away.
I'm saying, and no, I'm discussing Kotoko.
Yeah,
disallowed go. No, I'm saying, Sunday, Emrana, a trace, and said a bear clay. It's because a Tony no bet me a show. So I disallowed go. I'm saying,
okay,
am I a share?
Tony Mumret Kakra. Umret Kakra, Nasibia, a drew one number. Okay, okay, Tony.
So,
stop on the man. Okay, young go.
Joe, said, Madame, the man, so Kaya, who said the city and say, such situation, we a penalty. I said,
we a penalty. No way, no way.
Well, my man explained when the crab for that way. I said, I'm running to say, so player now, defender no. Before so bet me a ball pass. And the amma ubia, ojina offside position America say. Onya offside no. I just on one kasade no.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. On one who say was susu be me na ma sheda sa be bo.
Okay.
And obi na force no. Amana kwa kwa. So hwe we na e ade a attacker no. The tackling no the man.
The pressure the man.
Pressure the man onya that impact no.
Okay. But how did you so on na last person and na can ball na sana.
Yeah, defender and na can ball because that time pressure na the one so no. Who say when nya sumdwe when nya abotre when nya doso. So kind them no so say so nya no homre before so be this outside do say so no ankasa de no. No ye bibia no se bia na me shada e a pass ball so that the player intercept here and no ntimi kan chere say why offside. So just here. By way there the way I pressure there, they didn't see you know, not just a player no on ten.
Okay.
So them just also Kaya Ubo say the city about you know passing the ball to the teammates, getting possession is a pass attempt to be all these things. If you read all these things, Ubo say the city.
I said defender before say ball. Before I call opponent or no pressure be now. 2 years are there be a pressure.
I don't think now. I don't think so. Oh no, what's something?
How do you want pressure be news? I don't
think I would not offside position. So yes, so you're offside.
Okay.
If you are in an offside position, that doesn't mean so you're offside. Okay. Until say, what don't want to come on who so kobobi. So they make sure no. You are gaining advantage by being in that position. Okay. So they make sure no. It is this particular incident, you know, there's no way.
The man pressure. A man no boss a ball no kotoko. It's embarrassing. Banasa.
It's offside. Okay. And I got 3 penalties in so.
Emrenim.
Yeah. The name I mentioned.
Otra. Yemra.
The ball corner Sunday. Come on, count 2 seconds.
Ose.
The information for the now. I didn't say. What's the best year?
I don't know when you remember. What's that?
I don't know. 30 seconds.
One for nation. Diana or
Nation. Diana. Wait.
Where they?
Oh, a penalty.
Penalty.
And the other still picture. Before, so all kick board in your doors, a ball in continue. Look at the hand. What's stretching it?
Yeah.
So they make sense.
Okay, catch him. International ball, no a penalty. Mr. Isaac Apia Dodu, Mr. Isaac Apia Dodu, and your birthday, if Tafra Brian, and your birthday, Director, Finance, Ghana Health Service. Director of Finance, Ghana Health Service, Mr. Zikapia Dodu, Brian, and your birthday, Papa Stone, every our Mercury FM, Papa Stone. I say, always show happy birthday. Yes, that is Mr. Isaac Apia Dodu, Brian, Director of Finance, Ghana Health Service. You wish happy birthday, Nyamishra Onyo Kese, na entre washim emfa emayen. Brian, happy birthday. Sanso ana aya Elizabeth Edu Jemfi of Upper Room Assembly. Assembly Upper Room Assemblies of God, kwesi mintim ene wonso birthday na we every Glasson Kobe ebi wo fie yenzu kwansa ene nkwadaa no ene manananom nyinaa no om nyinaa se om wish you happy birthday. And then so ye Okocha Eba birthday. Okocha Ba birthday. Yefeno Brebi Buadum Ivan. And then the birthday on Osoko School, our Martyrs of Uganda, Jubilee, class 6. Obia say wish you happy birthday, Busiano, and Obia say Papa and Mama. I wish you happy birthday, Okucha's son. Afei Frank Naro, who are Hanover City, Germany, and then also birthday. Frank Naro, Hanover City, Germany. My answer, young wish you happy birthday. Emisha onyo kase Frank na de uje bia no Yakopon omfa endomo. Ye de besia na Yakopon ya adoma no nan ya sane mu asia ewo extra time dwumedi ne so. Break